welcome back everyone to session number 78 of our Heart of Mora campaign. Before we get started with our session tonight, we'll do a quick little recap and then we will get into our game. So, where last we left off, you guys had been taking some downtime in first Free Heart Port, after following your battle with Felgoth in the Nine Hells and the recovery of the Hajum and wanting to get Barrett up to his more or less full strength before leaving town and bidding goodbye to all of your loved ones, possibly for the last time as you guys head out from Free Heart Port. Before that, however, though, a small visit from Marcia as Brie had gone missing and seemingly usurped her throne and sent Marcia to Free Heart Port with the impression that there was to be some sort of discussion of an alliance or a treaty of some kind. This was, however, false, and when she arrived, you guys were about to leave and told her that her olive branch, I suppose, or offer of peace, or whatever it might have been that she was offering, was no good to you, and that she should go on her way and find her own path.
Yerp.
After she dismissed you, Mikey and Casper were ordered to follow her, as well as several newts, and Lucian took after her to recover what he thought might have been Gaius's book. A small spell clash ensued before he was able to recover Marcia's book, and finding out that it was not Gaius's when he finally got back, but not before Marcia was killed in the forest by the newts and Mikey and Casper somewhat. As you guys were leaving, her body was being brought back into town for whatever means, and you guys began to head down the road, heading north, and on your way to at least the direction of Castle Avondale, and from there, Mount Cadal. And that is where we will begin our session. It is early afternoon of the 4th tea day of Jaffa. And weirdly enough, tomorrow is normally the Nation of Avondale's Sun Harvest Festival.
Fourth tea day.
Fourth tea day.
Fourth tea day.
Bloody hell.
Which horse is mine?
I don't know, I just kind of put you guys around. There's a few brown horses, I think a black and a white one or something like that. You guys can fix yourselves as you see fit, though. I just kind of popped you out.
Who's on the other side? Can you shout to us?
Kushar's in the middle.
The black horse.
Davina in the front.
Yeah. I have the white horse. It's fitting.
You want the white horse?
Yeah, it matches my pale.
On a pale horse?
The pale skin.
Yeah, that's pretty fitting. Okay.
Well, I want the pale horse.
What, are you gonna burn it on me?
Yes. I'll do it.
My horse is called Treble Clef.
Everybody, what are the names of your war horses?
Oh, turret.
Turret?
Gaston.
I thought it was Turd.
I don't think he likes turret.
Alright. Turd.
Gaston.
Gaston.
No one runs like Gaston.
Boost, are you riding a horse?
Yes.
Looks like a pony under you.
Yes.
What are you naming this valiant steed?
Why name? Just
Probably it hurts more when they die.
why won't hurt more?
I would take that.
Final meal? Don't know. Ration.
That's a good name.
Always have rations.
That's a good ration.
That's a good ration. I'm just calling it food.
Someday it probably will be.
I'm going to call mine Opal.
Opal. But for a brown horse, that's an odd name.
She's a white horse.
Oh, you switched.
Yeah.
How about your horse?
I'm gonna name this one Caltrop because riding it is about as comfortable as riding on a Caltrop.
I mean, I don't think they were made for comfort.
They are war horses.
Certainly hardy.
Clanging of their like metal skirts, their chainmail skirts that are kind of dangling down most of the front half, kind of like with each step.
I would like to stealth.
No stealthing before.
Immediate
Immediate fail.
No.
Roll 4 and take the lowest.
Worth noting, I suppose,
All natural
the
one.
pace of which you guys would like to be traveling. And as long as you're staying on the road, there's not really a need for any like survival checks, obviously.
Need to like press on hard. I
No.
guess.
Yeah.
We're just trying.
Normal pace?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, no need to stress the horses, right? There you go. Okay. We'll do a little map up because that's important.
Love it. List it.
Do you guys want the Mora map, like just as a
Yeah.
reference? 'Cause
Yeah.
that is a nice.
We already have that map.
Yeah, that's true. It does have a couple of added perks,
More
so
maps.
that's good.
More maps. Oof. Can I get a topographical map?
You know, actually, I thought
Or an
about
info
doing that at one point, and then I gave up because I was like, "This is ugly looking, and I want it to be pretty."
Totally fair.
That's my goal.
Yep.
This also has way more defined hexes, which is really nice. So on an average hourly travel, it's worth noting, you're traveling at basically 3 miles an hour. Each hex is 6, so each hex will take you guys 2 hours at a normal pace. 2, 4, 6, you know. So in order to get to Castle Avondale at just a normal pace, again, you guys have done that, and it's about 2 days.
So I just set up camp somewhere.
It's all right.
Yep.
Set it up at the fork in the road after Fort George.
That we could set it up
Okay.
the King's Bridge. Just pretty empty.
Towards the deeper end.
Can't ride the whole time.
No.
Usually your standard travel is about 24 miles a day, which would be 4 hexes. But if you wanted to push further, that is up to you guys. Well, or to your horses, rather.
I mean, we could rest at the Falcon Road, and then that's about 4.
Yeah, typically it gets you guys right around there.
Wherever before dark.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't leave first thing in the morning. What time did we leave?
It's like in the early afternoon.
So,
So you'd be arriving quite late to that, but that's not a big deal.
So if it's early afternoon, we ride into Fort George and then
Wake up early and try and push through to Castle Avondale.
Yeah.
And push the horses a little bit harder since they're going to be able to rest once we get there.
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. So if you win at fast pace with some good animal handling, you'll get there with no problem. For the second day, of course.
I'm good.
Alright.
So,
We'll set up my Lucius tiny hut.
Mhm.
Thanks for our nighty night time.
okay. So as the days pass, 1, 2. So it would be likely, let's say, it would be either very late Eve's Day that you'd be arriving somewhere near Castle Avondale, or very early after day, depending on how you guys would like to approach that. That's up to you, but I would say that is within the means for sure.
Okay.
also like in part of Barrett's I can't think of the word.
mindset?
Not mindset. What you do every
Routine.
routine is kind of new routine is to settle down earlier than kind of everybody else, an hour or two of writing, and then a little bit of time, cast dreams, to kind of talk to Atanda, and then
Sure, talk.
and then actually sleep.
Okay. So I guess as a group, would you guys prefer late Eve's Day to arrive near Castle Avondale, or early after day?
Early after day would be fine.
Doesn't matter to me.
Full day of shopping.
Okay.
Let's do early after.
So kind of camping somewhere near.
Is it
And then-
Sun Harvest? Or is that half day?
Pardon me.
When is Sun Harvest?
It would have been half day, yeah.
The day that we arrive. Or the night.
Well, riding early.
That's just a full day of travel, yeah. So you guys arrived there, full day of travel, and then the second day is either arriving late Eve's Day, or you're camping down for the night, and then like basically you're at the castle. You're already there, but it's more like, do you want to enter in the night as you arrive, or wait till the morning and then camp out first?
Okay. I feel like just arriving in the morning would be
All
fine.
right, so we're going with morning, everyone? Yeah, okay.
Didn't miss all our festivities.
Good to know. So it'll be early morning after day,
Right.
which will be the last day of Jaffa before we move on to Kappa, which is the first Sunday. So this is literally the last day of summer. or the warm season in Java, as in after day. Mind you, you guys have already found that like here in the Heart of Mora, the temperature has been warmer generally speaking, so you're not imagining that it's going to be like a brisk fall air or something like that. It'll probably just be 2 or 3 degrees cooler, to be honest, at most, and we're not really going to notice the effects. But
Snow.
so on this journey, you guys have a couple days. Is there anything you would like to be trying to accomplish that I should be aware of, or anything like that?
Please. Allow me.
And if not,
Nothing on our agenda.
Fort George.
if you guys aren't like fully healed, I would imagine that during this process you would be at full health by the time you're ready for whatever.
I wanted to pick some flowers and put them at the shrines of Feltrin and Fronzano as we passed through Fort George.
Okay.
I'd like to have taught myself unseen sound.
Ooh, fun.
Sure. That's easy enough. Riding a horse in tow with other horses, sure. It's a pretty simple spell.
I'm just meditating, always.
I want prospects.
Well, not on horse.
At night. Gotcha.
I was about to ask if you could teach me that I meditate every night.
I'm just praying, because that's all. You already do that.
Yeah. It just looks different than how I do it, so I was curious.
It's different gods. Maybe different the way you talk to them.
Yeah,
Everybody prays a different way.
Being that you guys would be camping down the evening of Eve's Day, it's unless there's any more travel things that you guys need to be accomplishing.
Yeah.
Okay. Just as a reminder, the
Let's go through 500 gold.
1/2 of the newts, which I do believe includes junk, correct?
Yeah. The ones that were at Avondale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are potentially somewhere in the area.
Oh,
Let's go.
Nice.
The other half back at the first one.
Nice.
They were part of the happening.
Yeah.
Say as well, so as you guys are kind of passing through the across the bridge during most of the day of Eve's Day, I guess it would be, as you're traveling along the roadside where the Thickerly is, and then the kind of slope that leads into the swamp, it's a different vibe than last time you were here. It's a different feeling. The air is not as thick and hazy leading over the swamp as it was before. It feels clearer and cleaner. Though the path ahead is far less trodden than you're typical to seeing, you see several just torn apart bodies down to the bone here and there. Based on your best judgment, and you've fought trolls before, you see their tracks around the area that it was likely that it was some kind of troll attack.
I want to keep an eye out as we're passing through for trolls or orcs or a massive dragon.
If you're keeping an eye without even really rolling your passive perception, you would see, like, in the swamp, maybe 100, 200 feet in at times, like trolls lurking
I
around.
say
100, 200 trolls. Like,
We need to go faster.
They're just like hiding behind the trees.
I'm just
They're just slogging their way through, doing their troll thing.
making sure that they're not coming our way. Alright.
But yeah, you do see them.
Boost would be looking around for signs of the newts.
Okay,
Any tracks they might have left behind.
yeah, let's do a survival check.
Yeah.
do it up, baby.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Okay. So let's say, for the sake of convenience, the evening of Eve's Day, you kind of go on a little, as everyone's kind of camping and setting down the horses or what have you and getting settled in for the night, you take a little stroll around looking for tracks while there's still a little bit of daylight. As you're kind of poking through the forest, you find some tracks that lead into the Thickerly. They lead a fair ways in. As you're traveling through, you of the strange wind chimes that are passing through. What is yours?
I happened to was like, go defeat that big ass monster, and we were like, sure. It was so scared. No ghost.
No ghost. No. Nope.
Okay, as you are walking along, though, you hear this kind of strange kind of noise. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
That's our Ruski boy.
It's one of the trash.
Hey, at least I got an advantage on that. 18 plus 2, that's 20.
Okay, so you take 3 points of damage as you step on this little thing that just a whole bunch of needles shoot into your foot and your leg and your calf. You see, kind of look above you and you see this giant glob of goop just slowly beginning to sink its way like down towards you.
Ugh, gross.
As you're reminded that there are actually a lot of traps throughout these woods, but do you press on?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like stepping on a pine cone.
Roll me another survival check.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. You're like, oh, no.
Just like a bull in the china
I
shop.
would have downed a normal man. He's like, I'm down for the count. I gotta go back.
Oh,
Did I break something?
Whoops. 11.
11, okay.
I can't see shit.
Say for the sake of it, roll me 2 more dexterity saving throws as you continue to search through.
1.
With advantage.
Advantage though. Oh, thank goodness. It's a 21 on the first one.
All right. Step on another trap,
Yeah.
take 2 points.
And 10 on the next one.
And okay, you'll take full damage from that one as another 2 points. So just
And he suck.
before you do hear this voice kind of,
Who's? Oh.
they would call you Vignar still, to be honest.
No.
See these 2 lizard eyes like pop out for a moment.
Go here.
What's up? Any trap?
Yeah. No. Where are you based?
Follow.
You follow him. Maybe another 10 or so minutes. So
Many words.
Boska's been gone for like
I
Boska's been gone for like 3 or 4 hours at this point, as you guys are like camping up or what have you.
Hold off.
He's fine.
He's fine, yeah. So as you arrive, you see like a fairly decent little camp set up within the thickerly. There's some lizards that are in the trees, like kind of slung up in little mini hammocks and what have you. There are also 3 new members that you do not recognize that are semi-armed as well, in the typical fashion. Whatever can be scrapped together and placed on me is great.
Not the orcish ward here.
This junk kind of like,
Vignar.
Oos. No Vignar no more. Old life.
Oosk.
Yes.
Easy.
Easier.
We 3 new.
Good. What can you tell of Castle Avondale? Town.
Castle. Heavy guard. Many human. Lizard. All sent away.
Away. Where?
They say to front.
Oh.
We get out of city. Only 3.
Okay. Good.
All other gone.
No good.
Many human come. Make defense. One path ahead. Tower. Armor.
Fortified. No good.
Many big troll on path. Far north. In swamp.
No good.
We hide.
Good.
They kill. Some human.
Good.
Some dwarf.
Good.
Some no.
Not so good.
That's good.
Avenge me!
We watch.
Avenge my kind.
Take meat.
Good.
Big shield. What new orders?
What should I do? Didn't think this far through.
As one of the lizards like passes a piece of meat into like the palm of your hand.
Oh, yeah.
Problem.
That's less good.
Do as I was hoping.
Wait my path. We going towards castle. You follow Wingwood.
Follow.
Follow.
Close.
Not too close. Keep out of sight. If we get in trouble, you join.
You both say.
It's good idea.
Good idea.
Okay.
You speak now.
We follow.
Yes.
Everyone starts packing the things up, what have you.
Strong place.
So you head back. Yeah. No, I think he's making the castle. I don't know. Anyway, he's a man.
You jumped out.
Is the chameleon guy around? What's his name?
Violin?
Violin.
Nah, I hope not.
Yeah, the fucking eyes.
I hate that guy.
He's a little skittish.
Jean would know who he is.
Jean Valjean.
Jean.
He would know who you are
4, 6.
because Usk was the one to give him his weapon.
Yeah, but you know he was also big guy for a bit, so Junk's
I know. I
not.
just.
Names,
we
like
just-
two-spirited
names
one,
are
right?
different.
I know. We just said that they
Jean
wouldn't have
Chrétien.
known who he was. But at least Jonk does. Jonk.
God.
I'm delirious.
So as you travel back, make me one more survival check.
That's great.
You got it. Not quite.
Let's
8.
We'll say for the sake of it, you take 5 more points of piercing damage from some random traps
Kaboosh.
as you just bulldoze your way through.
That way. Ow, ow, ow.
But eventually you do arrive back to camp. Most of the party might even be asleep by the time you do arrive, though. It would be quite late.
I would say Lucian and I are doing the 4 and 4.
Okay, yeah.
That's pretty.
So one of you would see Usk return.
Howdy.
Lots of prickles in his leg.
I'm not gonna be greasy. I was gonna say I'll use 4 casts of fabricate to make another 1,000,000 pieces of paper.
You got somewhere to put him?
Take a hold and shove them in there. No. Just,
How much stuff is in there?
Would fill up very quickly.
No, I'm just kidding.
Let's say
I'm
for the
good for
sake of it, I'm awake.
Sure.
At least. Are you very hurt? I can
Nah.
see them.
Just like pulling prickles out of his leg. Not really.
Alright.
Yeah, if you want to, I'd complain about it.
I mean, we may as well before going to sleep.
Yeah, not at all.
So I will heal Usk.
You want to hang out with Usk?
Okay.
Yeah, nice now, kind of.
I love that.
You want to hang out with me?
Okay.
Let's do it at 3rd level.
Yeah.
Just because I'm going to sleep. So... And I'm doing cure wounds, so 3d8. Plus 5. Okay. 24 points of healing.
Bang on. Back to full.
Sweet. Where did you go?
Found loot.
Oh.
Donk and others.
Where are they? Have they run into any trouble?
Nah, they've been watching town.
Okay.
They say it's pretty fortified though.
Okay.
Walls, guard tower.
Maybe I should send Brie a message before we make our way down there. That might be a good idea. Do you think?
Who's don't care? Who's going to sleep?
His curls up.
I can.
Good night. Can I try to send, like, do I know how late it is?
It's midnight or possibly past that.
I'm gonna try to send a message to Brie.
Okay. What do you want to say?
I eat in my meditation.
Brie, I know you've taken on Princess Marcia. Position. We're heading to Castle Avondale. can you call off guards or give us passage? We want it.
That'd be great.
Kisses.
Jesus.
Mwah.
You hear nothing back.
Okay. Alright, I continue my watch and then.
Okay. So as the night passes into morning, the sun rises on the last day of Jaffa, the morning of After Day. Yes, the sun does rise. Yep.
Let's go.
The God saw it fit today to burn it down from the sky.
Every single day he's had to roll that die. Oh my god, thank God.
One of these days, man.
One
Sun.
of these days.
The sun never showed up.
Total darkness.
Need a one.
As you guys start to wake up, make some breakfast, get started with your day, pack up your rolls, etc. Feed the horses or what have you. Or how are you feeding the horses, I guess? Are you?
They got grass around.
Yeah, man.
There's grass around. Help yourselves, boys. Sure, fair enough.
Gotcha.
They're horses. They're like, we don't need no stinking water.
I just.
Did we take that barrel of water? No.
Okay.
No,
Well,
that's in the
there's
cellar.
we're close to a swamp, it's fine.
Drink the swamp water. Drink the troll water.
Coke, Sprite. Salt water.
But apparently Usk said it's very well fortified. There's
Yeah.
lots of guards around. I tried sending Brie a message last night, didn't work, so maybe I'll try again today, just to see if she can get us safe passage.
That's not a bad idea.
Or we can just get captured and get taken straight to her.
I'll get straight to the dungeon, but
Why
how do
don't
you feel?
I'll send a message.
Why don't we just try and say that we're emissaries from Freeheart to establish trade with the castle, and we'd like to see Princess Marcia.
I feel that it's an easy way to.
Sure.
They're desperate
They're
for food
desperate
and
right
for
now.
supplies.
Yeah.
Supplies.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
I've got my caltrop.
Come on, Gaston.
Keep eating.
I give Opal some first.
Fatten you up.
One day. One day.
Come on, turret. I mean, turret.
Turd in.
Come on, you
Let's
turret.
go on. Let's go.
Jim, you okay?
So, as you guys make the short journey the rest of the way, maybe, I don't know, half an hour or so down the road on your horses, approaching the familiar looking city.
The city from past the bridge. Apologies.
Apologies.
We'll never see her again, so we have to say it every time.
Yeah.
This is for us.
This is for
I will never hear the
Not-
word apologies
yeah.
the normal way ever again.
So, you guys would be approaching from this road here. However, as you approach the entryway of the cliffside, you notice it is heavily guarded for one thing. There are several wooden barricades that are set up kind of on and around the intersecting path that divides east and west and then south heading towards the castle, kind of where the tower is located. From your vantage point, you can see that there are several soldiers, a couple in the tower, several on the ground, and at bare minimum, you can see 3 armored knights as well.
I approach.
Okay, so you guys approach. One of the knights kind of stands and holds you. Whoa.
Good morning, sir.
Travelers coming from.
Down south.
Aren't you those folk that took over?
Ah, yes.
So you see the men are like, Several of them have their hands on weapons. You know, he's
calm-
he's holding his sword.
Calm down.
See one of the
calm
knights kind of like
down.
eating a piece of chicken. He kind of drops it.
We'd like an audience with Princess Marcia.
We're here
Potentially
as
establish some
friends.
trade.
Okay. One of you guys can roll me a persuasion check.
Yours is probably better
Hey,
than
guy.
mine. I'm a +6, but yours is probably better.
I'm
17.
He
I'm
can
an
roll
eloquence
lower than-
bard.
Oh, well, there we
Which
go.
is a plus
You roll.
10.
no plus 13.
Oh, my mistake.
More than double
So that's
mine.
23.
So
I
below a
said-
10.
Right.
Audience,
Horses you got. So. Jesus.
Well, if you'll follow me, I can be your escort.
Lead the way, my friend.
Diomedes?
Hmm?
No? Okay. I just thought
Every guard we pass.
I thought I recognized the voice.
Jamie's got sent to the front lines. He's gone.
Poor bastard.
He thought of you in his final hour, though.
He's like, I wonder what would have happened.
Giant orc stomping on his chest.
The one
Stop.
die immediately.
Die in minutes.
Die in minutes.
So-
Die in minutes. That's so
Die immediately. I like that.
So as you guys are escorted up the path and through the kind of fields of farms, you notice the crops are relatively barren looking. There are
Seems different than
tents set up, people. There are lots of people around the area, and they're all just kind of loafing around. It's weird to see not a lot of people like physically trying to do work. Most of the time, it seems like if there is any work to be done, it has already been done, and a lot of these people just have nothing to do at the moment. They look tired, hungry, dirty, like not in good shape. See a few of them kind of like sitting up, and then as they shelter away, as they see you guys passing by, and you kind of hear the voices like, "That's them. God, that's them." As the guard kind of
Remind them.
continues to usher you guys along through. As you guys pass through, you do see like bigger groups of guards wandering the streets in kind of patrol, kind of. Several of them like stop for a moment as they pass by you, and then the knight kind of like waves at them, and then they continue onward.
Are there any like flyers up? Like, is there any like images of us or markings,
Propaganda.
propaganda? It seems like everyone's whispering. And
I would say no, you wouldn't see anything like that actually.
The people that are whispering, this would be pretty hard to tell, but do you recognize any of them from Free Heartport that came here as refugees?
Worth a perception roll at bare minimum.
Can I read some lips?
Yeah, that's, I mean, oh my god, it's them, you know, this and that, like, that's what you would hear and notice and see.
That's a 15.
You're very welcome.
I would say you would recognize at least a few faces, maybe like shapes and families and things like that, like, that you would recognize at bare minimum, from the big town meeting that you guys had, basically offering people either to stay or to go.
I have a question. Do I know how many people 45 pounds of food will feed?
I think it's like 3 pounds a day of food that normal people need to, no, not need to consume. 2 pounds of food?
rations.
There you go. So 20 or so people, bare minimum.
And how many are in the town? Can I tell?
Hundreds.
I mean, they can ration out the.
Like you would,
We'll go.
based on your guys' previous time here, and then now the like expanded population that has drifted over from Free Heart or first Free, whatever. Anyway, you would gaze anywhere between like 700 and 1,000 people
Okay.
living here within the city.
I figured, I can't feed them. Okay.
So like you could feed 20 or so people for
Try.
sure, but
It's gonna start a fight.
it may, yeah, you're right, it may lead to worse things.
Alright.
Yield magic food, right?
Teach the man to fish, not just merely give him fish.
Well, I just kind of wanted to
No,
maybe
Lucian.
feed them right in this moment since they were starving, but I didn't realize that there's that many people.
Yeah,
Well, not all right here. I'm sure, like, if you just make a pile of food, it'll be gone pretty quickly, but there'll be a few more full bellies.
something we can look into, Davina.
Find that out a little better. I'm sure they won't take kindly to me casting a spell right now anyway.
Probably not. How long does the food last?
I mean, you're a cleric
24
anyway, so
hours.
your magic has always been accepted. Not that it's different, right?
It's divine.
Holy magic.
Not,
They,
I don't know. Last time we
Also
were
a
here,
death cleric.
the last time we were here and made any sort of movement towards magic, we got like arrested. So I don't know if we feel so quick to help
Yeah.
these people with magic.
exactly. So, but just as a reminder, yeah.
My sword up.
But as you guys are walked towards the keep, ushered through the main gates, however, you are stopped at them as the guards that are.
Stables and drop our horses off?
Yeah, you're still mounted if you would prefer to go and drop them off and pay for some stabling, you're welcome to.
Maybe give them some food
Let's do
and
that.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like they are in need of those two basic requirements, yes.
Yeah.
Let me just find out what it cost. Is 5 silver per day per horse.
Posh.
I'll pay for one day at least.
Same.
Let's do one day to start.
Yes.
All right, so 5 CP or 5 SP each.
Bada bing, bada boom.
3 gold.
I'll put that in a coffin.
But as you guys get to the gates, the knight kind of
We haven't been allowing arms into the main castle. I hope you won't mind if you are unarmed while meeting the princess.
That's absolutely not a problem, says the cleric.
I mean, you have weapons all over you still.
You're the
have,
most
like, a
weapon
Bow, a mace,
All
a
of us.
shield, and
So I'm going to have to go get them back on your departure.
That's fine.
Fine by me.
Shing shing!
Just try and take these
I was
weapons.
gonna say, you're gonna have to cut my arms.
Quiet down, boys.
We're holding you personally responsible for them, though.
I will be
You don't need this.
here when you depart.
Alright.
is everyone cooperating?
Hold this.
Wasn't that the big sword in the smith?
Yeah.
How are you finding them?
I haven't used it too much. Mostly just a piece. For show off.
He's like barely able to reach the handle, like,
It's a bit big.
You can swing it, it's yours.
see a couple of the guards start walking around, like, maybe while they're gone, we're gonna try and mess around with this shit. There's still a huge, like, drag mark through the city where Lucian dragged it initially. Broken tiles.
I love that.
Are they like searching bags as well, or
It depends
how
how
far is this
cooperative
search
you guys are going to be.
I don't have anything on me.
I'll take
They'll give like a glance over and then
all the
like, do some
daggers off my
investigating.
person as I pull out 5 daggers that I never use. They're all rusted.
covered
I
in
give
salt
them-
water.
This one doesn't
My
come out of the
short
sheath.
bow that I
I have
never
5 daggers
use.
on me.
What do I have for weapons? I
Perhaps I will
have
hit my longbow.
Moon Piercer, I have my crossbow, and I think that's it.
May I put my dagger just in my bag? I will not touch it. Will not use it whatsoever.
It defies the reason for
I'm not going to use it though.
Have you never been stopped by the police before?
Can I just keep my? I'm not going to use my
It's in my bag.
wanted.
Just holding it for a friend.
Reaching for my gun.
It's his. I'm not
I just
using
want
it.
to show it to you.
Stop resisting!
That's it, everything.
Yes.
Yes, it is now everything.
Is it as actually though? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't have
I have
any weapons on me.
Daggers
Just
tucked away in
daggers,
my
yeah.
backpack.
I guess
Flinton,
My
shield,
staff is fine, right?
great
Like,
sword.
it's my walking staff.
Good.
My one dragon tail.
Staff can be a blunt instrument, unfortunately, ma'am. I'm going
So
to have
can my
please.
fist.
Your fist doesn't have a 4-foot range, unfortunately. You're going to have to take it. You'll get it back on the
That would
word.
be impossible. No one could do that.
If it's missing
no
any
one.
charges,
Mhm.
don't use it to hit any. Oh, it needs to be a 2. Never mind,
Wait, you
we're
mean
good.
that walking
And
stick has
also, it's
charges?
like basically saying this is magical.
Don't you play with it. Don't you do it.
It's gnarled wooden staff of like kind of blackened. It's the hag staff, right? It's like
Fucking evil.
Isn't this a bit evil?
it's fine.
It's actually not, but you may hang on to it.
Evil, cursed stuff. Okay, so.
Well, I used it for good. I saved a life with it.
Good for you. Proud of you.
It was fucking your life.
I know, but
As you guys give up your arms and are passed into the inner walls rather of the city, the streets inside are clean. There are a few people walking around. They seem somewhat well taken care of, that standard sort of thing. There are a lot more guards in the general gatehouse vicinity than you are used to seeing, and they are attentive, and all of their eyes are on you as you guys walk.
Is it like a procession? Like, are they?
There's probably 5 on either side. No. They're just there as for security purposes. Like everything is tightened down right now. It seems.
Dinner just flicks in here.
Normally, you
No
would see
baptism
like
for us today.
several, lower class Belskavos wandering through this area. If you were here last time, you see none this time. It seemed to be closed off the inner city to most of the other lower class.
I've never been in the inner city.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah, you have.
Why?
Well, you guys had to go into the castle.
They went into the sewers.
All true facts.
we went to the inner city.
Yeah, I didn't kill anybody that time.
Nope, not a soul.
No.
So as a different guard escorts you towards the keep, you guys pass into the courtyard. One more check through your physical person for weapons once more. And then eventually you are led into the main keep itself. Up the staircase, up another staircase to the very top floor. It's definitely worth a map. Where you see sitting in a chair, very familiar looking individual, be up in this room here, right here. Barrett, you're probably the only one who's actually been up here. Sitting at the table, you see Demafi.
Oh, I was up there.
Oh yeah, when you pushed me down.
Yeah.
She's kind of half asleep, half attentive as the...
Good morning.
And you see the guard kind of, I'll leave you be at the moment, and just kind of steps aside. Guards? They are here as representatives from the port.
Diplomatic community.
Discuss things with the princess. The princess is unwell and is remaining in her quarters, but if you would like to discuss things, I can be of service.
I do believe that we would be more prepared to talk to her directly. Maybe you should go see if she's indisposed.
I'm a cleric. I could go with. Take a look at her. There's nothing on me. The gods have weapons. Don't worry.
Well, we have had her looked at by our priests here, and let me see if she's able to approach the door. She kind of,
Until I get
Princess?
it on.
hear the voice kind of, go away, I'm too sick! There are individuals here from from the port, and they wish to discuss terms, an alliance, something along those lines. Are you well enough to sit with them? There is a cleric here. She claims that she is able to heal any sickness you might be. I would like to see you well. You just unlock the door.
Excuse me. So sorry. So sorry to let you keep going.
You hear this kind of well, what do they look like? She describes you guys.
Motley.
Kinda hot. Thanks.
Let the cat in!
Yeah,
I think that's you.
She knows I hate when she calls me the cat.
That's rude.
Terms tabaxi.
Are you sure you don't want the healer? Quite! Just the cat! You hear the kind of door. She kind of just you in the door, right?
Enough! Oh, it's a vaccine. He'll nod to Matthew on the way through.
As the door opens up and she kind of like, Princess, she very swiftly like tries to close the door behind her as you like almost with the same motion go in and you see Princess Marcia standing in the room. She kind of like,
Very well, very good, Princess Marcia. You've outdone yourself this time.
pretty good, eh?
It is very good. Your
She
plan.
takes herself into Brie form, like her blue form actually.
Well, I guess.
God, what a bitch. She is insufferable.
Yes.
I'm really enjoying playing her, actually. It's a lot of fun. People here have so little respect for
Are we
her.
going
I've
to be
noticed.
overheard here? The door
No,
is
the
right
door
here.
is... We'd have to yell. Don't worry about it.
All right. So, the first part of the plan worked well. She is.
Assuming, you know... Yeah?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't know if, last... Is everybody's minds okay? I did not want to respond to any things that were passing through my mind until I had some confirmation on that.
Yes, I'm sure you did not enjoy that little bit of
actually,
mind control.
yes, and
No,
partly why I...
But now you can see, Brie, what we're dealing with here.
Well, have they dealt with?
This is what we've been dealing with outside. This is why I have been telling you and Lex everything. There are things that are too dangerous for even you. And you got a taste of it that night when you almost killed Lucian. It has been dealt with. We had to go to Avernus and to end it.
Wow. How was hell?
Dreary. What you might expect. I won't be going back anytime soon.
How did you get there?
Again, there are things that in the works that I can't tell you all the details of. But I have to commend you, Brie. You've done an excellent job. You have control of Castle Avondale.
Well, I do, yes. For now, I can't play sick forever. There are some interesting things here. I've been actually rifling through her journal. If you care, she's an absolute idiot.
I don't
Stupid
care.
girl.
I don't care.
Who cares?
You know she had me tortured, right? She might have been an idiot, but she was cruel and
She was-
effective when it came to certain things.
She was just young, I think. Honestly, going over her notes, she seems like someone that we would likely have been wise to get out of the way, actually. Over time, I think she'd become quite a problem.
Well, you got yourself in a little bit of a predicament now.
Yeah, so what's the... I know I may have taken the plan and kind of just thrust it forward. I was hoping that your return here would be my relief. And,
There's no relief for you now, Brie. You've made your bed and now you have to sleep in it. You are now Princess Marcia until Vorka arrives.
That's the plan then, is it?
That's the one that we were forced with.
Well, I'll check back with Lex tonight, maybe if he's okay, his mind is fine. I haven't talked to anyone since I left.
Now, there might be respite for you on the horizon if you could act as Marcia and convince the people of Castle Avondale that relations have opened up with the port. You could claim that you were going there possibly to establish a new position of power there.
Well, the word around here is people are very unhappy, mostly because people are starting to starve. I'm told by whatever her name is outside that they're maybe 2 weeks away. The army also, so they kind of returned. Mostly, they were sort of decimated on their retreat, it turns out. From what I understand, there are like lizard folk in the swamps. The orcs surrounded them as well, and I don't remember what their name was. General something, butt face. I don't remember, but they barely escaped from a fiery blaze from a large dragon creature. You know, it's not great here, so I'm sure people would be more than willing to receive any good news, especially one that involves food.
Well, that's where you can deliver. Now, Damafi, the name of the guard outside,
Yes.
is somebody that you would be wise to learn the name of.
I know, I've had to enter her mind more than once just to recover a few things, just to save face. I'm trying to keep my resources close to chest while I am in this position, as you'd imagine, so I'm probably not going to be using them to chat you up. If you know what I mean. You know, up here.
Oh, yes, no, I don't think we'll be needing that.
But she's a little more clever than, what's his name, Creop? I don't know. It's like a soup or something like that. God, these Avondale names, they blend together.
Damafi was close, from what I hear.
Yeah, she's
Close
very
with Princess
nosy.
Marcia.
She wants to be in here.
She'll probably be the first to notice that there's something amiss.
I'm getting the impression that she used to dress her.
Weird. Okay. I have an idea. Why don't you let our cleric see you?
Okay.
She
sure.
can
I'm not actually
inform Damafi of the head sickness that has taken you.
Yes.
Which is why you're acting differently.
Very much so. If she can affirm my sickness, maybe will take a long time to recover.
Well, we need you active to establish this connection between the port.
Right, that is a problem. Okay, yeah, send her in. Oh, fuck. 1 second. Changes her form. Opens up the door and you see Princess Marcia's head poke out. I will see the healer now.
I'll head on in. We'll see what I can do.
Her eyes glaze over towards you, Lucian. You see a very, little wink. Good!
Let's take you over. Close the door.
So you enter. It's worth probably describing to some degree, I suppose. Uno más más.
So Damafi.
Well, the room itself is actually very spacious, where you find a fanciful round table, several chairs, desk, sofa, big lavishing bed, fireplace, torches, very comfortable lounge chairs, big red rug. You see a large chest sitting nearby, a nightstand with kind of a book across it, and just a big chest, I guess. Yeah.
I go over to the sofa and I plop down, cross my legs.
You're
So,
right. Takes herself out. God.
you've done well for yourself.
Yeah, sorry for almost killing your friend.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Gaius almost killed me. And, actually, Atana did successfully kill Barrett.
Yes, he died, but he got better.
Yeah, we brought him back. Okay.
Davina,
Yes.
we do have some business to do here.
You have a rouge.
I'm the Rouge. I am the Rouge. I'm Rogue. We need a convincing lie for Damafi. We need her to believe that this is in fact Marcia. But, of course, it's Brie, so she's not going to be acting exactly like Marcia. And
Right.
Damafi knows how she acts and who she is more than anyone. We need someone with expertise like yourself to tell her that Marcia is sick with some sort of illness that's making her act in an odd
What
manner.
about something fun like Troll's Plague or something?
That sounds too serious.
Yeah.
That's fugue state. That's always a good one.
Sounds legitimate.
State?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been sick before. Casper's always been around.
Means that you're acting in a way that's not akin to your personality,
Great.
and it'll be completely gone from your memory when you come back.
So, fugue state? We're going with that?
Just say it's something that's not serious, she won't die, but it'll explain away all of the things she notices that are different.
Alright.
Might have some slight temperamental issues. Differences.
So the plan is to allow people to, go back, trade, etc. Is that the whole thing? Because I think that's what people are kind of, pissy about.
So I guess I can be the one to talk with the Mafia about that. we'll need to have something believable that was granted in return.
Oh, I don't mind handling that as long as that is the plan.
Yeah, we can absolutely, because I don't want to see these people starve.
Yeah.
I don't either. Yeah.
You know what? I used to be like that.
Why don't you stay in here and do the healing?
Okay.
I'll go out and confer with the others and Damafi.
All right, so you guys.
I can actually communicate with the two of you still. So if something needs to be said, I will send it telepathically.
Okay.
Smart.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
You can't reply to this message.
What a bummer.
What about something like a mosquito bite or something?
Mosquito bite.
Sure. Just say
Something that's like bug borne.
Just say an unknown-
She just got bit by something.
head illness.
Yeah.
Keep it vague.
Okay.
Keep it vague. You're going to be in here for now. You're still working on her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Knock on the door.
Okay.
Open it up. Slip through. Close it behind me very quickly. Damafi, yes?
Yes.
I am Kushagra.
Yes, I believe we've met before.
We have? I don't
long
remember. It's
ago
been
on
so long ago.
the
It's been
ship.
weeks.
I think it's anyway.
So yes, we've been discussing terms with Marcia, but she is ill. Davina is working on her now, trying to evaluate her situation. Now, as I've seen, things have been difficult here for you. I've seen your people on the way in. They seem to be not thriving.
Yes, because most of them have been cut off from their chief supplier of food.
Yes. Now, the dissolve of the trade routes has not been. It hasn't been hitting the port as hard, of course, but
We have
but
a
still,
bounty
we
of
would
sea.
like to see trade established again.
I believe that the
Would you
princess
give
has that.
my friends here and I a moment to consider our terms before we make any sort of commitment to an agreement?
First of all, a deception check
For what?
for the fake
The blatant
sickness.
lies?
Yeah.
The blatant lies?
How dare you?
You see right through me.
Damn you, Damafi.
Deception.
You're not 20s.
10 plus 12 is 22, or a 25.
22 is fine. She kind of. Okay. Good to know. Is it serious? She will recover.
Oh, Marcia, yes. I don't know about her yet, but our situation is serious. This separation of the two cities is hurting more than it's helping, and we'd like to see that rectified. I'm sure you agree.
I do, yes. Is this the wishes of the princess?
Yes, of course. Her people are starving. Now, is there a space where my comrades and I can confer before we make a final agreement?
Yes. You may have the room. We will give you a moment.
This room?
Yes.
You don't want to keep guard over the princess.
She should be safe, should she not?
Yeah, I'm not her guard, so I'm sure. Is there another space? Maybe this room over here?
Kind
And
of
point to that door.
Nods to the guard. Show them to the solar and brings you downstairs, down this little staircase, and then pushes you through this room into this chamber here. Where sitting you may come across, let's just see. Okay. Sitting in the chair, you see a male dwarf, laid in his years, kind of a twisted nose that's sunken dark eyes, a beard that's still long and fuzzy, but kind of growing gray at the end, sitting in the chair. He looks, tired. He's just in like regular clothes, kind of.
To Mafia, a private space would be preferable. These are sensitive matters we're discussing.
Sora, make my leave.
Leaves.
Do you know who this guy is, or is he just random?
You guys have never seen him before. As the guard kind of like, all right, the room is yours. Just knock when you're done. Closes the door.
Well,
All right.
how did we make out?
Brie's fine.
Amazing.
She seems unscathed by her ordeal. I know we were fearing that she kind of went off the deep end, but she's chipper. Usual self. Davina's in there with her now. The plan is to establish some sort of illness to explain away the differences in character between Brie and Marcia.
Right.
Maffey knows Marcia well. Is that right?
Yeah, for what I understood, she's been with the princess, pretty much the princess' entire life. So, I guess Brie having the ability to peek into her mind for answers is probably the best choice, best idea.
Either way, that's ruse isn't going to hold for very long. If you know someone that well, that can't be held up.
We will need some scientific proof to back it up as to why she is acting different.
Like a fugue state or something.
That's almost exactly what I thought. What I suggested to Brie was that we now continue this ruse and reestablish trade between the castle and the port.
This is a marvelous idea there, Kushagra.
Well, going by how the princess actually is, and to whatever deal that we agree to, would have to make it seem like Avondale's coming out on top for the deal. That we're coming to them with terms, but they got one up on us because the princess demanded it so.
I mean, they're starving, and we very well could just let them starve and then take over once they're gone.
Yeah, but I offered the princess a way out and she still spent my hand. It doesn't matter what the right thing to do is, it's what so I'm just going off of what she would actually do and what Delphi probably knows what she might end up doing. It doesn't have to be something. Hell, we got that frickin' crown we can give as a term because we took it.
I think my point was more that they are starving and desperate, so any deal is going to seem like a great deal because we have no reason to extend a deal. Now that being said, what do we actually need from this place before we leave?
Yeah, essentially the insurance that the mainland's not going to send warships.
They have no way to communicate to the mainland.
No.
That's right. I don't think that we have to be worried about that. I think we're just stopping off here. We're going to check out, what was that shop called again?
Fancasters.
That's the one. Check out Fancasters and
Yeah, they're very, very, very.
we'll head out west, is that right?
Yeah.
So what's the believable trade here? What are we getting and what are we offering in return? We're offering to reestablish trade routes.
Right, but we will open up new trade routes with the main island. Do not have that here. As our own.
You mean the mainland?
Correct. With Avondale. Their supplies. Their ships.
I think we're looking for a temporary solution to a problem. People are starving, and once we get the Hutchin to Mount Kadal, the world will change. We are not setting up trade routes for the future when we have no idea what the future looks like.
But merely giving the ruse that is what we want. For the time being.
You have to think that on the outside, what we're presenting to people has to be, we're looking to the future instead of,
That's what Lucian is saying.
yeah.
But I would just want to remind everyone
We know where our loyalty lies,
It's not loyalty.
where our priorities lie.
For all we know, the second we put the Hajun back, this island goes right into the sea.
We are not playing Senate here.
Is it believable enough just to say that establishing a trade route between the two ports benefits both of us equally? And that's
I think so. I think it benefits us to not see people starving. They don't need to know that part, but
Creating peace in a time of war when there are orcs ramping about, but is also
and an act of
Very
pity
true.
may not be also
unheard of.
the worst thing in the world either. Taking pity on them and providing them this trade route is kind of like an IOU.
So we established trade between the two cities, but we demand that Freeheart Port be continued to be recognized as an independent port.
yes,
Easy.
done.
Done.
So we ask.
Yep.
Sounds
I
perfect.
think that sounds fair for what actually happened and what's on paper.
Wow. To think that if Marcia had only phrased her request as an offer, phrased her offer as a request, that was essentially what she was asking for, but didn't have the strength of character to recognize that she was the one who needed help.
Pride is a terrible thing sometimes.
Shall we go buy magic items then?
Yes.
Alright.
So while I'm in the room with Brie, so how's life as a princess?
Well, I mostly just stay in here and get my food delivered to me as requested. The other night I had a steak.
Oh, Stegosaurus.
I don't know, but it
It's
was
my
well cooked.
favorite.
Super delicious.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I've been just kind of hanging out. Again, like leafing through her books and her things.
What? I'm curious. Have you by any chance found Guy's spellbook in here?
No, but I mean, there is this chest that I haven't. She kind of like rattles it. Haven't been able to open. It,
How about we try to open it?
The brain trust.
have, but I can't. I need some sort of key or something.
Can I take a look around for a key or some lockpick?
Trust me, I have looked, and there is no key in here for this. I imagine that she would have had it on her person if it's her personal chest.
Alright. Did you try lockpicks?
I don't carry those.
Alright.
Those are more for my brother.
Kashagra could help us out with that. Because I would really like to get that book back to him. Also, have you happened to have seen any? Give me a second here. I have it written. Any gem-encrusted bowls worth 1,000 gold, approximately, kicking around?
German crystal.
You're just hanging around.
Around, I have this silver cup that I've been drinking out of. It's quite nice. I believe it's some kind of artifact or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, that's from last night.
So,
Oh,
would you like me to send Kashagra back in?
if you want the chest open, sure.
I really do, yes.
If you want.
But I will explain to Damafi.
Yeah, what are we calling this? So I have a reference.
So, I believe Strix.
Strix?
Strix.
I've got the Strix.
Strix. Oh no!
That sounds like an
Sounds-
STD.
I've got the Strix. Well, if you don't like it, do you have a better?
That sounds like someone wouldn't want to know what it entails, so that's perfect.
Okay, that's what I was going
And I'll just
for.
keep doing my best.
Yes.
I can do her. Like, no one would know.
I'm
But, you know,
just in case.
it'd be like trying to convince a mother that her child wasn't hers, and that's a bit tough to do. That connection
Oh, she's-
between people is...
She's that clingy.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's been actually kind of a bitch to deal with her. I feel like I've been rude to her.
Can you yeah, I guess it would throw it off or throw her off if you requested her be replaced. She would definitely know something was up, so.
Yeah, we can't do that.
No, okay. Well,
I shouldn't have a problem with this, though.
Okay. But yes, I will. In the off chance that she notices anything different, I will explain it.
All right.
In a way that.
The Strix, love it.
Yeah. So how about I send Kshagra up with some fluids to keep you hydrated and.
Whatever helps sell this to these people, I suppose.
Perfect. Mostly just because I want him in there and I want that book.
I mean, if it's important.
It is. I think so. But
Books.
is there anything else you need?
I am
That we
tip
should-
top.
You tip top?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
since I guess I'm staying. But you know.
Yeah. I'd trade with you if I could. But it'd be hard to.
It's really not that hard. I've just been kind of lounging. Again, I've read this, you can call it this journal, it's barely started,
Ooh.
a few times.
Do you mind if I take a quick look?
You can have it. Just gotta-
Nice. Take Princess Marcia's journal.
I mean,
Oh shit. Yeah. That's a nice picture. I'll read this
More
in a bit. Like, tuck it in. Wherever. I have
Oh,
my
you're going to take it
shit.
with you? Sure.
Oh.
Yeah, she doesn't need it, right?
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I'm taking it with me. Alright, yeah, so I will send Kshagra up and I'll keep Damathi out for a little bit.
Are you leaving the chambers?
Yes.
Okay. So kind of knock on the door. Rafi opens it. All finished?
All finished for now, yes. I'm going to get her some fluids sent up. She's a little bit dehydrated.
Guards? What fluids?
Mm,
You get like an
yes.
order. He just scurries away.
She actually requested the cat again.
Well, say like as you guys are coming to a close with your meeting, you hear the kind of
But also, so as I said, it's called the Strix. So she might have a little bit of a brain fog for a little bit, but in a couple weeks she should be back to normal. In a couple weeks too. She might not seem herself for a little bit.
all right. Roll me a deception check.
Why would they think that this deal's legitimate if fucking the princesses?
In a brain fog. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
maybe.
Okay.
That's
That's
great.
better. Much better.
Defo.
However,
You were still doing it.
Yeah.
You were giving it
22.
with food.
Excuse me.
What did that make?
Togo bless you.
It's for a moment she kind of like Never heard of that, but it's new place. Weeks, you say? Right. Well,
I mean, she will be on the mend. Like, she'll be fine. She's just, it takes some time to recover. I've seen it once before. I'm coming here.
okay. Well, we'll be sure to keep her topped up, and hopefully she'll be back to her old self in no time.
Yes. So I will.
Inspiration.
Oh, yeah, right. You're not getting it. You're ready. All right.
Nice
so
one,
yes,
by the way.
I will.
'cause
I will
a 19.
send Kshagra up as she has requested him.
So yeah, the door. She comes down. Does everyone
Yes,
don't want to
we're
interrupt
finished.
here as you guys are like pushing
Let's
over
head,
the
let's
table?
head up.
So we have a connection, right?
But he can speak telepathically to you.
Oh.
I haven't set up no connection yet. That would have been a good idea, though. Next time.
But assuming that's all going forward, you
Yeah.
go back up to the room.
Yeah.
Okay. Bree's just kind of sitting on the chest. Davina wants you to open this.
Oh, sorry.
For a book.
I'm in the room. Everybody else is in the
Outside.
You're still outside. Yeah, the rest of
chamber.
you guys would be outside. Assuming you would
With the
like
Maffy?
be wherever you're being escorted back up
Yeah.
all together to this room. So
So
you're
it'll probably
all
be
in
Damafi
here.
that we talked to before we go in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have conferred. We've discussed the deal. I'm assuming that you're going to be the acting power while the princess is sick.
I will be delivering her words. That is about the extent of my power.
I understand. Well, we've discussed and we've agreed that to reestablish trade, sending as much food as we can to Castle Avondale, on the condition that the port remains a sovereign body and retains the name Free Heartport.
Well, I will run over the documents that you provide from the princess, and I will ensure that her word is followed to a T.
Excellent. So she finished with the healer.
Yes. And you are requested as well. Okay.
I'll next week.
Just gotta knock, 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 open, switch. So you're back in the room, and she's kind of like, there's some sort of book or something that's apparently important.
Where? Which book?
I don't know. Davina said it was important, and I was like, it could be around here. And honestly, I've been bored, so I've looked this place over plenty of times. This is the only thing I haven't been able to figure out. This chest.
Can I see it?
Yep.
Can I inspect the lock and see if it looks mundane or?
It's a sturdy lock for sure, but could easily be picked.
Well,
Well,
I
not
haven't
easily,
done
but
this in a
could be.
while. Brush the dust off of my thieves' tools.
Haven't read it yet, so.
Oh.
That means you can't apparently. No, I'm like, no, don't tell me anything.
Where are my thieves' tools?
I was like, you can definitely read it, just don't tell me until I read it.
I seem to have
Oh,
lost
that's a
my
lot of
thieves'
writing.
tools.
Where's my tools?
Sure
In the
that
bed?
they just missed the
I
transfer.
was
I
gonna
think
say.
that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
I don't recall ever
Taking them away.
losing them. Yeah, you losing them in any way.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe,
No,
maybe,
you kept those on your person.
maybe I didn't write it down. Yeah, I just have it written down on my person here,
Yeah.
and then I just don't write it here. Okay, I'm gonna try and crack this open.
All right, roll me a dexterity check. You can add your proficiency, of course, assuming you are, which
I'm an expert, actually.
I'm assuming you're an expert. Yeah.
Actually,
Hey.
it's okay. It's a 10 plus 11 is 21. But I only got a 2 on my side, so 21 plus 2.
21 will actually be fine as you kind of roll out your tools.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what happened here. The number doesn't look right, but
Okay,
it's enough.
21 is enough. Yeah. Get to work and you kind of hear the as the lock opens, comes free.
No poison gas or darts. Okay.
Not even opened the chest yet, but yeah.
Okay. Turn it away from me and I open it.
It's quite like large chest that like sits on the ground. Basically, it's almost like
okay.
another side table. It's so big.
Okay.
But as you do, you are immediately your eyes are met with the shine of coin, of platinum coin.
Platinum. Ooh.
As well, you see within a used-looking spellbook and a second, somewhat used-looking spell that's a little bit fancier looking, but another spellbook as well. So there's 2 spellbooks inside.
Nice. Definitely keep those for myself.
And a pair of
Not tired.
gloves that I believe not yourself, but the rest of the party had come across. They seem to be like
Is this the like
semi-worn.
gloves?
Gloves of thievery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're invisible when they go on.
Yeah.
And they give you plus stuff to deck stuff.
And really sorry, I'm just gonna have to take you and Brie in the room. Treasure, etc.
Yes, more about the treasure.
Yes.
There's 2 books.
They do 2 books, the gloves, and a pile of PP.
Hey.
Platinum pieces.
Platinum
There's
pieces.
pee-pee?
Like handfuls and handfuls of it? Like
To be specific, 500 pieces
of platinum?
platinum.
How much can I fit in my pockets?
Fill 'em. Stuff 'em.
Well, I do believe
How many?
there is a weight to gold.
Yeah, how many is
Which-
it? Is it
Get you in
Uh,
there.
pound per 100?
1 pound
in there?
is
100 coins? 50 coins, fire?
About
it's
Two
something
cents.
I was gonna
close
say
to
this
that.
could be their treasury, but this has been.
It's not their
this is
treasury.
personal cash.
Yeah, they have a treasury.
This is spending money.
And also 500 platinum and not the treasury for Castle Avondale.
No,
That's way too little.
I mean,
That's her.
considering that.
That's her personal fucking
This is
bank.
the purse.
Yeah, it's her wallet.
Where are those
Pocket
located?
change.
Must be nice.
50 coins weighs a pound.
There you go. That's the thing I'm looking for.
That's
Great.
So 50 times 10 is, and 1 pound times 10 is 10 pounds.
So every 100 coins is 10 pounds, right? Is that what we're saying? Sorry.
No, 500 coins would be 10 pounds.
Oh, there you go. So 10 pounds of coins, but you would need like sacks to carry
It would be
them.
like,
Fill your backpack. I'm just about to leave now. What do you weigh? Like several pounds more in jingle. Wow. That's a decent amount of coin. Okay, so as we come back from break, Kushagar, as you're investigating through this chest and you find all these platinum pieces, a pair of these gloves of thievery, and
slip those
2
on.
spell books. One that's, well, both of them are fairly well used. One's a little bit thinner than the other ones, but you can tell based on like the iconography outside that they have arcanic symbols on them. They're both presumptuously are spell books. It's like Bree's kind of like,
Are you going to
So-
use these?
the books. No. But what are you going to be doing with all this money? Is you filing it away? Are you?
Oh, no. Well, we need to fund our excursion out of Castle Avondale.
Yeah, honestly,
Of course, you will need some of this as well. And
I mean, I'll take some.
No, I don't mean you will need. Marcia will need this as the princess. Trade routes are being reestablished. There are things that are going to need to be paid for.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, leave some just in case.
It would also look bad if you had been robbed of all of your coin.
Why don't we leave like most of it?
Most of it. I was going to take most of it.
Some of it. Okay,
Okay,
sure.
how about I take 300 of these coins, leaving 200 in the coffers?
That sounds fair. They'll never see it.
I'll be able to get away with that without raising too much suspicion.
They'll never see it coming.
That's great. Okay, so
Yes, that's...
I'll just hang until I hear back from everyone.
Well,
I mean, I'm good.
you still have the ability to send messages.
I do, but again,
you should use that to speak with Lex about inform him about the trade that's being established.
yeah,
We didn't plan on this, so we didn't let him know beforehand.
no problem. That I can do. Yeah.
He'll have some ideas about how to deal with this whole Demafi situation.
Shouldn't be complicated.
But for now, we need something official drafted with your signature.
Right. Yeah, that part. Okay, no problem.
Oh, right, signature. How are you going to be able to forge a signature that you've never seen?
True.
Does she have any writing here, a journal
Yeah,
of some
she
kind?
does. Yeah, Davina has it.
What?
She wanted it. I don't know.
Well, we need it.
Agreed.
Forgery kit.
So we should get that back right before we do this.
Okay,
Be a doll.
Let's draft it. Let's draft it up. I'll draft it up. Just do you have any paper and ink?
Yeah, of course. There's stuff. There's supplies. So she starts writing up things: trade, open, Freeheart City, recognized its own individual city, blah, 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 all this stuff. She's like, things are looking pretty good. I've done stuff like this. People are usually a little dumber, but this should work pretty well. But just an example of her handwriting would make this a lot cleaner, though, to be quite honest.
What's an excuse to get her in here?
Question for the doctor.
I fainted.
That's her move.
It worked.
For one time.
What if
Why don't I just open the door? Is Davina there? The princess is requesting your presence.
Oh, yeah. I'll be right in.
Bring all your stuff.
I always have all my stuff, but okay. I go in, shut the door.
Okay.
What is it?
Do you have the journal of the princess?
Oh, yes.
She would like to see it, please.
Oh,
Yeah, we need to basically forge some illegal documents.
oh, perfect. Oh, I see you got the chest open.
Okay, so looking at her. That. All right, let's see how she's gonna
Did
do.
you find any spell books
What are you talking about?
in the chest?
No, just lots and lots of gold.
Insight track.
Good luck with that.
Perception. I don't want that.
Oh my god, he rolled a nat 20 and a 10 on a side eye.
Oh, mercy!
What does that mean? What does it make it?
I for sure don't beat that. I'll tell you that right
No
now.
one does.
It's only a +6, so it's
36.
36.
Yeah.
You trust this man with your life.
Yeah. I'd give my firstborn to that man.
So worth the 20.
I look at Brie, I'm like,
I'm not getting in this. I'm busy
You don't know to look at somebody else.
so there were no spell
crafting some
books?
documents right
I
now.
asked her.
And she hadn't looked in her chest yet.
Oh, she did.
And Shudder
She did?
told you the
She
truth.
said this thing was locked.
She hadn't looked at it before, you're right.
Yeah.
She looked at it after.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I asked her to let me know if there were any spell books in there.
And she said that she's not getting into it.
that's right.
I'm drafting.
I mean, I found books. I don't know if they were spell books.
Oh, can I take a look?
Yes, but we should get going now. We've got these to be drafted.
Yeah, I just need to sign
Once
it.
we're outside.
Okay.
And that looks good.
It's not from myself. I compare the handwriting.
How does it look?
15 plus 5 out of 20, so 20.
15
20.
That
Good.
checks out.
Yeah,
The math checks out.
it's believable.
I don't know if it's hurt.
Great.
Marcia.
Why don't you hang on to this right now?
I'll make sure that these
I
orders
will
get
leave
delivered.
and let Damafi know that we've written up a draft and you're signing it. That way, it's a little bit more believable. It's just her and you agreeing on it.
Absolutely. I'll pretend like I'm still working on them or something.
Perfect.
Oh,
Let's go.
yes.
Let's go get lodging for the night. We'll let Damafi know where we are, and we'll send you a message soon.
Good luck, brother.
Good luck.
Oh,
Do a handshake.
all right, fine. Bring it in.
No, we're warriors. We're doing like a
Class?
I don't
Roman
want to do
class.
that one. You scratch me sometimes.
Never mind.
Just hug me, brother.
I'm
Pretend
the
like you
warrior
like
in
it.
this
That's
family.
it. Yes. Squeeze me like you love me. That's
Look
good.
out like a cat.
And never be grappled.
You just straight phased through this hug.
You can't grapple me. You can't restrain me. No.
Keep him on fire.
Get out of here, mister. I'm not
Up in blood.
I don't like hogs.
So, as you guys exit her quarters, assumedly,
Yeah. That sounds
Damafi kind of like,
We made the agreements. The document is being drafted, and the princess will be signing it shortly. Is there a place that you'd prefer us to stay for the evening before we?
you are welcome to stay wherever within the keep if you prefer.
In the keep?
Oh, within the inner walls, not in the
I was
keep.
gonna say, yeah.
Whoopsies. This
Well,
is,
you've been here before, right,
the
Davina
city.
and Barrett?
Yeah.
Where's good around here?
Oh,
The Sheep Saloon is a nice. There's a bathhouse just right up there as
Oh,
well.
I could
All
definitely
right, let's
use
go
a
get a
bath.
room. Let's go get a room at the Sheep Saloon, and we'll conduct our business.
fancy
Damafi?
places.
This has been a great day for the nation and for the Heart of Mora both. I'll have you commended for this.
guards, escort them out, please. And as a reminder, your weapons are still at the main gate until you leave the inner city.
Right.
So, as you guys head out through the courtyard, through the main area, back out of the keep, into the streets.
Until we get to the saloon.
What time is it?
Still early in the morning, maybe before the afternoon a little bit.
Oh, hello, hanky-panky with Mrs.
No.
Thing?
No.
He's married man now.
He's up there.
I was more or less
He's a
wondering,
bard
like,
after
going
all.
like the Fancasters get right away type of thing.
What time was it? Sorry.
Like
It's
early
like
morning.
the afternoon. Yeah, like early afternoon,
late
I would say.
morning, early afternoon.
Yeah, we weren't there for long. We went in first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you're gonna see your old flame if we stay at the Sheep Saloon.
I mean, I've seen other women that I have.
Not as a married man.
No, but it's new to me. I'm a big boy.
No.
You're small.
You think I want Attenda to do what she would do to me if she found out that I cheated on her?
That's not what I'm
I think
insinuating at all.
Oh,
Part of the kink.
no.
No, I'm just saying that's an awkward situation, and I'm prone to those. That's all.
You certainly are. With all the love.
Me? What?
Yes. Yeah.
Who?
Prone to awkward situations.
Sometimes, yeah. Why?
Like this
I
one.
consider that. Yes, of course. Yeah.
Time stood still for long minutes.
I have things to do. Great invisibility.
Where'd he go?
Nah,
He's right there. Can't you hear him?
I can still see him.
Damn it.
We got all heroes.
Barrett, stop looking at me.
He's right there.
He's just like
Right there.
floating like 10 feet above.
Like a helium balloon.
Are we staying at the Sheep Saloon?
That's
Four
the one.
lads?
I do
I like
have
it there.
more of a lovely rapport with the lads at the Four Lads.
I've never.
So that's good. Oh, you wouldn't
It
like it there.
changed. You wouldn't like it there now. It would be fun.
Maybe the
Fond
Sheep Saloon
memories.
is just the safer bit.
For now. We can still go see Pickle.
Oh,
The town
the
might
Sheep
have-
Saloon is a great choice.
The town might have changed since the last time we were here. There's more
Only for
people
the-
in it as well.
Only for the worst, though.
That's right.
I know.
I mean, it doesn't mean that we can't check on them.
We can check on it. Let's go to the Sheep Saloon for now.
I'd like to get a room, at least to lay my backpack down.
Yep.
Lock the door.
Okay, so you guys head to the Sheeps. All right. So rooms are 2 gold per night.
2 gold? Ugh, no one could afford that.
They have 1 double bed per room, a private little trunk that comes with a key for picking up valuables, dresser. They are extremely neat. The beds are very soft and comfortable, and there is entertainment in the evening.
Just 1 room for me, please.
Me too.
Same.
You guys are each getting your own rooms.
Yes.
Possible.
Do they have 6?
There is enough space for you guys.
2 gold.
Not a lot of people
I'll miss
coming
you.
in to visit right now, so
Would you all meet me in my room for a moment before we head out?
Of course.
I feel that's a good idea.
All of us?
Everybody.
Why?
All right.
All crammed in there.
Drop off my stuff in my
Like
room.
sardines.
Everyone's picks out the room, makes the bed.
Makes the bed.
Why the bed
No, you
already
like
made?
put your stuff
oh,
out.
it's made.
So has everybody cleared what happened in there with
Vaguely.
with Marcia, or Brie, I guess I should say.
Yes.
So we're establishing trade between the 2 cities, but retaining the sovereignty of the port. I also found these in the room in her locked chest, and I'll pull out the 2 books and let you be the ones to decipher these, along with a little bit of gold from her coffers. A sack of gold. There's about
Wait, guys, is books or book?
One of them is Gaius' spellbook, and the other one is like a very, very old, well-worn, well-worn spellbook that is like cantrips and first-level spells. Like a very beginner's book.
So guys, this is
So casting for dummies.
Gaius is the thicker of the 2, but I mean, it's more filled out. Although you know every spell in there.
Got it.
There's nothing new that you would learn in there.
He's got more than that.
no first level spells that he doesn't know in the beginner's book.
Not even like the obscure ones.
Is this
No,
is
the nation has very little spells at their
this is
disposal.
book.
It is.
I'll be so happy to hear that you've gotten it back.
It'd be nice to sit it on the shelf.
With the school.
At the school, yes.
It's also a matter of this. I poured out 300 platinum pieces on the bed.
Oh, good.
There should be 50 pieces there for everybody.
Marvelous.
Are you serious?
Yes, I've already taken mine out. Start counting.
And Brie was okay with that?
I left her 200 more.
I mean, I guess, yeah, I would be okay with that as well.
Fair enough.
50 pp.
A whole lot of
PP.
I mean, it's good knowing that we have a little bit more spending money.
I mean,
That's probably just going to end up in Fancaster's pocket.
we could stock up though.
We'll see what Fancaster. Perhaps maybe the blacksmith might have some things as well. Do some
Shopping.
good shopping.
Shall we head out and see what this town has to offer?
I believe so.
Okay, so first up, where would you guys like to go?
I'm like pointing things out. I'm like, here's
Thank you.
Fancasters. Oh, the bathhouse is back there.
we-
There's a
we-
lovely
we-
little tavern over there.
We've been here. We've been going.
The cop bar is not too bad
Yeah,
either.
yeah, the
We've
lovely
been here.
little cop bar.
We
Fancaster's.
stayed at Four Lads.
I think this is the first time I've ever been.
I know, but we've all
No,
been
I
to
know.
It is.
Yeah,
for
you guys
guys.
have never been inside the walls like this.
Well, that's not true. We've all been to Fancasters.
Yeah.
Not these two.
Oh,
Right,
right.
yeah, no, I
that's
haven't.
right. You were outside.
You
the
guys
whole
stayed
time.
at the.
We were wanted.
That's
You guys stayed at the
right.
lake.
You guys miss
Four
salmon.
Lads Lake. And
Yeah, the
that's
lake.
I met Rara.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
On the docks.
Coming up to you.
So, Fancasters is it?
Yeah.
Okay,
I thought it was a chair.
so as you guys head over to
Well, that's what I
Fancasters,
Sorry.
Fancaster!
Fancaster, my lord.
yeah, you hear the little chime of the bell. You hear this kind of
You're a fanny.
welcome.
Huh?
Oh, quite a rabble. Sorry, have we done business before?
You might remember me. I actually don't.
Oh, yes!
Do I see
Thank
the
you, yes. Jogging the memory. Welcome back.
We're looking to purchase some magic items.
Oh, lovely! I have, of course, the room is at your disposal. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Do I see the tapestry?
No, that's gone, actually.
We're gonna buy it back.
Remember that big procession of carts that you guys let go through?
It had the tapestry in it?
Amongst a lot of other goods, yeah.
No! I gotta have it back from you. Oh, find that tapestry.
So as a reminder of, like, standard goods, he has a very good range of, like, fine goods, gems, jewelry, things like that, of course, if you're looking for it.
That's what yes. A gem encrusted bowl with 1,000 gold.
Well, I don't have anything like that literally lying around on hand, of course, but I would be more than happy to put something together in a few days.
Yeah. Oh, days. That might be a problem.
Well, to craft something of that capacity, I imagine I'll have to exchange with the smithy to do a bit of melting. Excuse me, I have the hiccups.
Had a copy this morning.
So other fine goods, arcane focuses, robes, cloaks, bells, chalk, crystal ball.
What about those big rockets?
Components, pouches, hourglasses, spellbooks, lots of random stuff.
It's the earth.
Collectible items, the more important stuff.
Relax.
So, a charmed coin that is magical.
It's always heads.
I don't. Yeah, it just actually it screams loudly whenever it changes owners. That's the only thing it does.
Screams loud.
I was interested in that, wasn't.
Some elven artifacts that you guys actually sold to him that they're still on the shelf. A pair of matching clay jars that you happen to remember are basically 2 healing potions. An ivory locket with an orc face in it. Obsidian ring, solid black obsidian ring.
Yeah.
That one is the shadow ring or whatever you want to call it.
It's like a gloom
There's
stone.
the rune engraved stone that, if you remember, is the stone of controlling earth elementals. Dark purple cloak, the winged cloak.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's basically like a flight suit almost to some degree that you have to kind of hold on to. Fine leather gloves are not in there. They're with Princess, and they're with you guys actually. A small bound packet that's Dust of Disappearance. And then picture box made by Yospip.
How much is that purple cloak?
Oh yes, if you're looking to purchase this, it is, if I recall, 3,000 gold pieces.
Okay. Did anyone else have the hot set on it?
On what, sorry?
Not for 3,000 gold pieces, no.
On what?
The purple cloak.
I know it's a bit steep, but it is, I assure you, one of a kind, and is completely irreplaceable as a reminder of how it functions. Use an action to speak its command word. This turns the cloak into a pair of bat wings or bird wings on your back for 1 hour or until you repeat the command word as an action. The wings give you a flying speed of 60 feet. When they disappear, you can't use them again for 1d12 hours.
I think I'm done with flying for a little bit.
It doesn't occupy your hands.
No, it appears not. Actually, this is a little bit of a different. It's a wings of flying, so it doesn't
So it's just
occupy
an
your hands.
action.
To have like
To have
squares.
wings for
Wings
an
sprout
hour.
for an hour.
Correct.
It's pretty dope.
It's really
Pretty
great.
dope. I mean,
Would
So,
you,
yes.
Would you get like
that
Black.
would be a fucking
wings?
King K. Rool
like
with that thing
black
on.
bird,
Oh.
yeah, black angel wings.
Yes.
strong bad.
Well, essentially, if you
Oh, I know what
the
the
fabric stiffens out, it seems, and then I believe it flies.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like straps inside that kind of hook on underneath the cloak that you would wear, kind of like a backpack,
Can I
basically.
talk you down at all on the price?
Oh, unfortunately, fortunately, for our little friend here, I was able to get a very good pricing on everything, and unfortunately, the prices are set now.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Let's just do it with Jaka.
You got gems. Use your gems.
I don't know if I have 3,000 little birds of gems.
You would.
I mean, we all had about 28. Or
28,000?
2,800.
2,800.
Oh.
We all had a shitload.
Wait, hold on, I'm rolling.
Good I am.
How much for the picture box?
Oh, this lovely little thing is 150 gold pieces.
Oh, I'll buy that.
Okay, yeah, no, I
Right.
definitely do.
Would you like it
Okay.
packed up?
My dad made it actually.
Well, funny how things go round.
Give. Thank you.
Swap.
Alright,
Let me take
86.
pictures of us the whole trip.
The whole last part of the trip. And hopefully someone finds it.
I should. If I pay a little extra, would you be able to. Oh, fuck. I just.
What's
really-
wrong, Davina?
I could really use that chalice.
What chalice?
I mean, the price
Gems?
is the price is probably fine, but it's just the
How much do you need, Davina?
No, it's not price, it's
the time.
time.
3 days.
Oh, you mean the bowl encrusted, gem encrusted bowl? But
Oh, I thought you meant the wings.
No, the wings I can do.
Well, if you can talk to the blacksmith and maybe clear up his schedule with some incentive, perhaps we could get this done today. I might require a small incentive as well to this.
But you didn't 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no discussion of it.
I just asked you about it.
On the cloak, madam, that price is set.
I hate him.
what are the prices for all of your magical goods here?
Perhaps some reminders of what they do and how to use them. Would be lovely.
So,
Charmed coin, I find charming.
yeah, the charm coin is 30p, or 30 gold pieces, rather.
It just screams.
Yeah, it's an alarm whenever somebody tries to steal your purse.
The clay jars are 100 gold pieces, which would make sense,
Just 50
basically.
gold.
Yeah.
Are they just regular potions of healing?
The obsidian ring is 200 or 2,500 gold pieces,
What does that do?
and that one, if I recall, it is while wearing this ring. And actually, I can show you, as it doesn't require any sort of time to make it work. You gain dark vision up to 120 feet, but you cannot see color. if the etched line, there's like a little carving basically on it, is turned toward the wearer's palm, the wearer instantly becomes a shadow of their former self. The shadow self appears exactly as the wearer, except they are covered in a black mist which constantly permeates from them, and they appear as a slightly translucent shadow. While in this shadow form, you are able to partially step into the shadow fell. If you are completely within dim light or darker, attack rolls made against you are rolled at disadvantage. You gain advantage on stealth checks, and you can use your bonus action to take the hide action.
So you have most of it already.
So while you're in dim light or darker, enemies to attack you with attack rolls are at disadvantage, and you gain advantage on stealth checks.
But it doesn't create like a magical darkness around you or anything?
No, you're just smoky.
Oh, it's only if you're in the dark. Okay. Nah.
So that
Does it require any sort of action to
it would be a free action.
Free action
Yeah.
to remove the thing.
You're just twisting a ring on your palm
But
of your
then
hand.
you're,
Like literally could just
It's
do
between
this.
Shadowfell and the moral
Is there-
plane.
Is there any like detriment? Could you just leave it on all the time and just? Be a
I
slow
don't see any
person?
reason why not, though people might find you a bit unappealing.
People already
You
find
might
out
be
appealing.
able to be like.
And what was the
passive.
last one? You can hide as a bonus action.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
How
That's
much
pretty
is the earth elemental?
That one is 4,500 gold pieces. However, though my understanding is that you may be able to control a large creature made entirely of rock and earth.
Can you summon it with this token?
Yes, I do believe that is the means you wish to have to access it. You do need earth on your fingertips, and you simply bring it up from the ground.
Is it a one-time use item?
No.
Oh.
If the stone is touching the ground, you can use an action to speak its command word and summon an earth elemental. If you cast the conjure elemental spell, the stone can't be used in this way until the next dawn. So once a day.
That's pretty dope.
That's still pretty dope.
Can I look at?
I should definitely get
Am I
that.
allowed to look at like earth elemental stats?
Summon elemental, I think, the spell was that you said?
I mean, if you would like to, sure, I'm not going to stop you, but
Okay, well, I don't know.
I'm told it's quite good.
I'd be willing
By
to
you,
bet on
actually.
it with you.
Yeah, I said that. It could be a party thing
I think that might be a good idea.
And this lovely
if people
Dust.
have the money to pitch in.
will turn one invisible for a time, 200 gold pieces for that.
How long does it last?
I think it is a minute. Let me just double
I can
check.
put down 2,200.
But that's consumed on use.
Yeah, found in a small pocket, power, blah, blah, blah.
Diamonds. Jewels.
Use an action to throw the dust into the air. Each creature and object within 10 feet of you become invisible for 2d4 minutes. So it has a range of time. But it's more than 1 minute. 2d4. Minimum 2 minutes, maximum 8.
How much is it? 40. How much is it? 45?
4,500.
Would you be able to make 2 of those chalices if I gave you incentive?
I can, again, it will take all of my time to complete at least 1. 2 would take twice as long. So sometime early next week, though.
I make my way to the blacksmith to see if he can.
I'll pitch in. I think.
Okay, so Davina just leaves.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yep. Go
Goodbye.
talk to the blacksmith. I'm gonna pitch in all 50 platinum that I got. Well, actually, maybe I want.
So far, I can amass a total of 3,900. With my 29 and Uzuk's 1,000. So we'll need another 600.
I can do
600?
4,500 for the price of the stone.
Yeah, I'll pitch in.
I can do the whole 600.
Well, why don't we split it? I'll do 300. You do 300.
You sure? That's a
Sure,
lot.
I can chip in.
It's alright. I have means of producing my own
Money.
going.
Why don't we do Davina
My
first
mill.
then, so that we have a
Okay.
basis. So as we head over to the blacksmith, you want to ask him to do what?
What?
As a, I believe you've met him before. Anyway, Brownie is his name. He's the head blacksmith.
Brownie!
Hello, Brownie.
Yeah.
Fuck out, brother.
How are we doing?
Fine, I believe.
Oh,
Busy repairing all this equipment.
Oh. That doesn't seem much fun. Would you like a better task?
Like what?
So I require a gold chalice.
Fun. Got any gold?
I do.
He's like still working away. He hasn't skipped a beat. It's just piles of like fucking fucked up pieces of armor. Like you see blood still on stained pieces of leather, breastplates,
I
like
could clean some of
clattered
these
up
for
things.
you and help you out with the cleaning process.
Sure. I'll take on the work for, 2 or 3 days at least. Sure.
Put some fucking money on what you're doing now.
How much would it take for you to make this chalice right now?
Here.
Well, I got molds. If you've got gold,
I do have gold.
I might be able to put some work on the side and press this forward.
Okay.
How much are we talking?
How much gold do you need to make
Well, if
this?
they're making at least that, I'd say at least 500 pieces worth to melt down.
Okay.
And then like 500 of gold, 500 of gems.
Okay.
To make it 1,000 gold. And then he'll ask for money to
I
do
give
it as well.
600 in total. So I give him 100 gold.
Give me a minute. Forge is nice and hot. Won't take a bit. Come back in an hour, I'll have this mold all done for you, and it'll be cooled enough that you can take it.
Perfect.
You do know that the spell consumes this goblet, right? Just saying. It's Hero's Feast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to make sure that you knew. Okay.
I feel like it's...
That's holy shit.
It's a lot, I know, but I feel like it'll be
Could be
worth
useful going in.
Yeah, one big battle, it would be worth
it.
it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so if you're waiting or returning, either way, an hour,
Yep.
it'll be done.
Okay. So I head back to
Yep.
Timecasters.
Okay, so 600 GP. So you're paying him 100 basically to do it like fucking right now. And he's gonna get it done. And then you'll be able to bring the chalice to Fancaster. And
Yeah.
so if your arrangement with Brownie is sufficient, I suppose I can lay some gems into this by the end of the day for the right amount.
Oh.
Gems?
And what would that be?
Well,
I know business probably isn't booming right now with the war and everything, and passage being restricted into the keep.
to make me a persuasion check.
Okay. 23.
I'll do it for 25 gold pieces.
Done.
All right. I should be able to get this work done before I close up for the day, but in the event that I have closed up the doors, just knock along them and I will meet you there.
Perfect.
But if you like, I'll have you pay this up front.
All right, yeah. Give them
Lovely.
5 gold.
Okay, so it's 1,000 GP, chalice, gemmed. Beautiful.
Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. Love it.
Bedazzled chalice.
So he'll have that done by the end of the day. No problem, says he.
Yep.
For the right price, he'll do anything.
Try it out.
I'm eager to get started on this project. If there's anything else you might require from my shops.
Yes. I'm looking to purchase this stone.
Oh, very good. Have you the money?
However, I'm looking to spend less than you had originally quoted it as. I was the one to allow you to earn more, much more than it was originally priced as. And if I remember, I think you had it priced at only 250 gold.
Something along those lines.
Without my added benefit, you wouldn't receive much more than that for something that is worth much more.
This is all very true, madam, and I do believe we had a lovely exchange of currency and you were paid for your time.
Pay for your time, yes. 4,000 gold.
Persuasion check.
And I'll buy the screaming coin also.
You guys are all spending a lot of money. Davina's kind of greased the wheels a little bit too. Okay.
Well, I mean, when's he gonna sell that?
I rolled enough once, so I'm gonna use my inspiration.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Don't that one.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Wait 1 sec. It's persuasion, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my boon on top of it.
Super persuasion.
Damn you, Fangaster. You are just a wee gnome.
Okay.
19.
I suppose I can come down a little bit. Why don't we call it 4,200?
Well, she said 4,000. I think 4,000 is more than fair.
I would think so too, but you never know.
That was fine.
It's right in front of you.
I thought something was rolled my way. I knew something was rolled my way.
I did already purchase this item as well, which technically belongs to my father.
And I do appreciate the business. I'm just afraid I can't come down any more than that.
It's business that you wouldn't have without my help.
I'm willing to wait. I'm still a young, sprightly gnome.
You might be, but the people are dying. No one is going to be coming and buying these items.
Is this golem going to be saving lives?
Yes.
Yes.
Most likely Avondalian lives.
Well, all Heart of
yes.
Mora.
What are you all playing at? What do you mean? I know we are in some danger here within the city, but we are protected by walls and our soldiers and our rulers, of course.
Do you
Some
think
be
it
less
was
than
in a
normal.
hold of 10,000 orcs and a red dragon?
Oh, I would have jumped ship if I didn't believe that they could hold that off.
Oh, you're a fool.
Well,
I don't know what.
I don't know if I have the time to finish these projects or not, being such a foolish little bastard that I am. Maybe,
42.
maybe our arrangements need to be rethought.
I apologize.
Perhaps.
42 is fine.
Thank you.
Now, you've insulted me, madam, and I expect an apology. You come into my fine shop?
I am sorry. Then I mean it.
That's better. Now, how about that price?
42 is fine.
Excellent. Fantastic deal. You won't regret it.
So just you don't give him 3,000 or 300.
Okay.
Like you take 300 off of you.
Okay.
You're added.
I've just been given gems.
Yeah.
Gems. You can split 100 between the two of you if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so buying the stone.
No.
I will give 1 garnet, 6 blue quartz, and 1 amethyst.
Oh, gems. Yeah, maybe I'll put some of these to good use then. Yeah. Whoever wants that.
Goodbye, gems.
Now, so he's kind of looking, assuming the chalices, let's say it's in his possession at this point, he's kind of looking it over. Yes, we can put it here. Any colours you were looking for? Well, I've got it in mind.
No.
Just
Work your magic.
barrage. Very
Yep.
good. Well, if that's everything, of course, I am going to start focusing on things as he starts kind of like pulling out some tools and
So
setting
how about
himself up.
I pick it up tomorrow morning?
If that is your preference, dear, sure. I will open, I believe, as soon as first bell.
Alright, sounds good. I will get it tomorrow morning.
Very good.
Is my coin screaming?
Did you buy it?
He said that he did.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd like to try and
I missed
steal it
that.
first. I need to test it.
Oh, did anyone buy the
Just
dust?
No.
Disappearing dust? What does it do?
Does disappear.
Oh,
Or
just like
It's in the neck.
Invisibility.
If you grab the coin,
For like a
like
minute.
I want to
he's
sleight of hand it.
Magical.
I want
He's,
not to
uh,
notice, but then it's
okay, there are guards there too, so you'll be doing that against theirs as well.
There's a blacksmith that somebody else might want to pull together.
Sleight of
Right,
hand.
yeah, okay.
Save that.
I will.
And they're guarding, so they're actively looking.
Sure. Together we are strong. To see.
You know, they can.
He kind of has expensive garbage, doesn't he?
It does.
33.
Yeah, nobody sees you do that. However, as you snag it into your hand, you hear this.
Oh, it works!
Excuse me, hands off.
Well, I needed to see if it works first.
Yes, it works.
30 gold coins.
Yeah, very
It's
good.
delightful, I love it.
Toss it in.
Wait.
Best use of money so far.
Is it distinct at all, or does it just look like a regular coin?
It is. The coin is ancient and seems to be from an unknown source.
Ah, okay, perfect. I'm gonna throw it in my coin bag and mix it up.
Jeez.
Sounds like a perfect.
How many coins are in there? There's a 1 in whatever % chance of that one coming out in an exchange.
Well, if they swipe my bag, then they've exchanged hands.
And it'll
And
scream.
it'll scream, and I'll be like, hey, who's got my bag?
It'll also be a fun practical joke if you can slip it
Yeah,
off
when it
somebody.
changes owners. So, yeah, I suppose that's
Yeah, that's really
hilarious.
Funny.
I think that's probably its actual.
That is hilarious. Yeah, I was gonna say there's got to be a reason for this to be as cool as it is
Yeah.
with purpose.
Damn.
Anti-thievery coin.
Do you have anything that you haven't set out at all? Nothing's piquing my interest at all.
No.
Disappointing.
It's hard to sell goods that you aren't displaying, right?
That's true.
I would think that the reason why they wouldn't be displayed is because you learned your lesson from trying to undersell yourself the first time.
If you don't know the value of it.
I'm sorry, that sounded sort of like an insult, and I'm not entirely
it was
sure.
just an observation. If there was something that you didn't know the value of,
You learn from your
you keep
mistake.
it behind instead of selling it for something that's not
I
worth.
see what you're saying.
Learn from your mistakes.
Well,
Exactly.
unfortunately, nothing good has been coming my way as far as sales can be concerned. Ever since the King's Guild has been folded, there are a few adventurers coming my way. Other than yourselves, I haven't really had any in the last few months.
Yeah.
Are the guards human or are they like automata?
They're humans.
Oh, okay.
They're just Avondalian guards, yeah, there's just 2 of
I
them.
thought they were like,
Automatons too.
yeah.
I thought they were like golems or some little
No, they're just literally humans
constructs.
guarding the
Flesh
room.
golems.
Flesh golems.
No.
They're all flesh.
Human flesh golem.
Yeah, as he just is working on them.
Well,
Or he starts working on the chalice, rather.
Who's bored?
everyone got
Yeah, there's nothing here that interests me.
4 lads.
I thought. Did anyone need to go to the blacksmith?
No. Might be of worth. I might see if they might be able to re-up something.
Yeah, as a reminder, his goods are, he has typical wares as far as like armor and bows, etc., blah, blah, blah. He also offers uncommon, like +1 weapons and has a limited supply of those and some +1 armors as well. So, +1 weapons and +1 armors, some of them in stock.
What's he got a +1 weapon?
Great sword, battle axe, great axe.
Right, I remember this. Didn't have a rapier.
Yeah.
And is in stock for +1 armors is leather breastplate, plate, chain shirt, chainmail, half plate.
Leather.
Because you guys bought the +1 studdeds.
I did buy the +1 studded. That's the highest leather, isn't it?
It's the highest
Studded?
light armor, yeah.
Yeah.
Studded.
Are
But there's
you,
+1 plate, chainmail, half plate, and breastplate.
Are you able to enchant something? For
Well, if you've
plus-
got a
Yeah, nowadays.
what would it be called? A recipe, I guess.
Oh no.
To last time, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he had asked if you could provide manuscripts or what have you for him. He would be happy to make some weapons
Should also take
or whatever.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Alright. That is all I want to check out. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Nothing good for you.
As you were.
Bathhouse
No.
For that?
4 lads.
for lads. So you're leaving the inner keep?
I'd say I'm ready to leave the inner keep.
Okay. Are you requesting your weapons back?
Yes.
I mean, we don't really need them if we're gonna have to drop them off again when we go back to.
Yeah, we're just stopping up for a drink. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Just let them know that we'll be back for it.
Heading to the Four Lads for some drinks.
Everybody still has their tickets.
At noon. Some nooners.
Yeah.
Couple of nooners.
All right. So yeah, I mean, you guys head there. It is the same fucking shithole that it was before. Well, to some degree, it's actually been tidied up a little bit more. There's less stickiness on the floors, less blood in the barrels, that sort of thing. But it's still like a bit of a leaner, let's call it, as a property is concerned.
It gets slightly better the more that you look at it.
Greasy spoon, alright.
Greasy spoon, you got that? We're fine.
So getting some drinks, I'm
Anybody at the
assuming.
bar?
Let's see. Who's gonna be there?
The prestidigitation of the chair that I sit
The
at.
other one. The fourth.
The other one.
Yeah.
Fourth lad. It is I, the fourth lad.
Get him!
What was his name?
I'd say Torgus is at the bar and Pickle is there. They're just kind of leaning up and cleaning things, kind of get settled in as you guys enter. Bro, dude, I totally remember you guys. Welcome back. I'm assuming you guys are drinking. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get some beers. Yeah. Let's go. King's Golden. Yeah. Mugs, jugs.
Pitches, if possible.
Yeah. Let's do it. Two silver pieces for each one. What do you think, guys? Well, round of them.
I'll pay for the round.
Do you have any mango juice?
No, bro. Like, that's cute.
Do you have anything non-alcoholic?
Wait. No. That's me.
Oh, I can't. I want to flick him on the forehead, but put my key behind it. Not actually, but I want to flick him. I want to flick him so hard that
Here's
he
my room key.
away.
Meet me later.
No, not those things. I'll flick you on the
Don't
forehead
kill
too,
Pickle.
and actually put my key behind it.
Just trying to shoot a shot.
No, I'm not gonna actually put my key behind it.
Weird way of flirting, but I'll take whatever physical touch I can get.
Clean these.
I do it a couple times.
Drink the regeneration potion.
If you're looking, I got water.
I guess that will
Don't have the water.
have to.
Don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water. Okay.
The beers. Easier.
It's got like a lot of floaties in it. He's like, goes.
I think it tastes good.
It's probably.
Maybe Kushogra's
Right.
alchemy. Maybe Kushogra's alchemy jug.
I don't think it can do juice, but
Try.
that's up to DM discretion. Why don't you give it a try?
Can I
Juice? Sure.
try?
Why not?
I guess you let me do the milk.
You can have fermented milk, you can have juice.
Can I do
If it can make fucking
non-alcoholic
acid
wine?
and stuff, it can make juice. Yeah, it can make kids juice.
Grape juice.
All right, well,
Grape juice.
Grape juice.
Non-alcoholic wine.
since that's the case, I guess
Whatever
we'll
you
just
want.
allow some outside beverages. So yeah, let me know if you guys need anything else.
Don't worry, we'll pay a corkage fee.
We are still looking at setting up for food and stuff. Jimmy's just run out for groceries.
I think we're just here for drinks for the moment.
all right. Yeah.
We'll be having
Well,
dinner later.
All right. Yes.
so I guess I'll tend the bar while you do the room send Torgus. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, buddy? Wait.
I can never get that voice down.
Yeah, I guess I'll leave you to it there, Pickle. Saunders on upstairs.
Hi, bro.
So you guys are back in town?
So that was your brother there, Torgus?
No. Not really a scene there. I mean, I know him. He's a dwarf. That's just tough resemblance, but he's my bro.
Gotcha. Bro. Not brother. Bro.
Bro.
Yeah, Uski's bro.
So I guess things have been pretty rough since over the past few weeks for...
Yeah, if you're seeing around, there's not a lot of people in here. It's because, nobody's... It's kind of really tough. Yeah, it's not good.
Have you been getting enough food?
Get by around, it's somewhat.
Some
know.
of it?
Well, it's just slim pickings, you know. Porridge is good, but certainly doesn't have a lot of vitamins. And lakes, you can't overfish it.
I create food and water and then prestidigitation it to taste better.
I mean, if you're making it, you can make whatever you want, but you're
Okay.
making bad food for them?
No,
Porridge.
45 pounds of porridge.
here's the one. No,
It can be whatever you want,
I
right?
want like a nice selection. Like I want some fruits and veggies, some like nice lean meats and some breads and stuff.
And like fowl of some kind.
Yeah.
Foul.
Yeah. Some fish.
Is it an action or is it a...
It's an action.
Sorry.
It is?
Yeah.
Like, bam, bam.
It's a spell.
I know, but there's some that are like a minute long or 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think I have
It
access
is,
to.
yeah, it's literally instantaneous verbal semantic. Correct.
Yeah.
So it's literally like, boom.
So I make like a nice
Neil.
little display.
It's called Instapot.
Oh, like,
It's
to, I can only allow like so much outside food. You know?
no. It's help yourself.
This is for you.
It's some nutrients. The only problem is it will turn to ash after a day. It will, like, if you don't eat it all.
So is this gonna nourish me, or
Yes.
am I gonna turn to ash?
No.
I'll eat some.
We've never
I grab
tried.
a bite. It just, it's nourishment. Yeah. That's a Mandango.
That was actually a wooden bowl you should think.
Gotcha! Wooden bear, gotcha.
God, that was funky.
Actually, all fruits are made out of wood.
Go grab Tortoise and Tommy and Jimmy and before you should eat something.
And there's 45 pounds of it, which is a lot. So if you know anyone else that would benefit from this, I know I can't feed everyone, unfortunately.
We'll go out and spread the word. First 20 people to the 4 lads eats for free.
Oh, no.
Sure.
Or you guys just invite your friends.
Or buy a beer, eat for free.
There we go.
There we go.
Just to give them some business.
Well,
But then
people don't have money or anything.
No, it's fine. They can eat for free.
Yep.
I just thought I would maybe help you guys out
What?
a little too.
What happened
Thank
with
you.
the farms? Peoples.
Well, it's the end of the season, and there's just too many mouths. We got a whole bunch of people from Free Heart, First Heart, whatever it's called these days. Too many mouths and not enough food. So many of our suppliers were back in Free Heart. Fish, crops. Hunting's dangerous out here, so most of the game comes from the hunter's woods.
That's about to change. Not the danger, but
the supply
the
road.
supply.
Well, thank you, and boys will certainly appreciate it. As the door kicks in, you see Jimmy there. He's just got a bag, like a sack, basically, of what appears to be grain or something like that. He kind of like takes his hat. His head is kind of low, and he's not really looking. And he just kind of sets it on the countertop without kind of looking. It smells nice in here. Pickle? He looks, and he's like, well, what is going on here?
Food.
It's for you guys.
She made it. Well,
Dig in.
thank you.
It's only good for so long.
Oh, hi again. Welcome back.
It's good for 24 hours.
Wow.
And
Thank
then you turn to ash. I think that's how it works.
Well, it's more no. It's more so it spoils.
I've been
after
eating it.
24
I'm not
hours.
Ash. See? Thank you. That's incredibly kind.
I'm just helping out while we're through.
Grabs some vegetables and kind of starts eating. Jorgus comes out. So there's a bit grub going on, eh?
Help yourself.
Right. Yeah, we'll get into it.
Tommy comes around. As
Oh
he
God, I was just about to ask. Oh God, did Tommy go to the front lines?
No.
I didn't see him anywhere.
Drafted.
We don't talk about Tommy
He
anymore.
wouldn't make it like 100 meters outside of the wall.
I don't know. He'd be calling people bro and shit.
Yeah, he's there.
Morality. Oh, Tommy.
Goss?
It's a good food break. I don't know what everybody else is talking about.
Excuse me.
So as you guys are enjoying some drinks, a couple rounds or just the one?
A few. I don't know.
I'm having a couple rounds of this juice.
Has no
Ooh.
effect on me anymore. So.
As you hear, like halfway through, I would say the second round, assuming your pickles kind of out, kind of. That's it, guys. That's the last of it.
What?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's it. There's no more.
No what?
Slaps the keg. That's the last of them.
No more beer?
Oh no.
Pull them out, boys.
How long until you get some more?
I haven't had a shipment in
Guys, we fucked up.
weeks.
1 second. I'm gonna send a cast sending to Pickles. Or not Pickles, Peaches. Hey Peaches, Barrett. Can you set up a shipment of full kegs up to the 4 lads? I'll pay you when I get back.
One more.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Oh, intrusive. Hi, Barrett. How is this happening? What about the trade bans? Can I confirm? Do you hear me?
I'm gonna.
What's happening?
Like maybe like he just keeps going and like
Just keeps going, yeah, it cuts off.
Another
I love
25, yeah.
Juicy.
I'm gonna send another one.
Why not?
Magic. Magic. Ask Atanda. Tell her we are getting trade route set up. I want this to happen. Sorry about the intrusive thoughts.
No problem. Yeah, I'll do whatever it is that I can. Appreciate the mind chat. Well, hopefully we'll see you soon at the port. Everything's going pretty well here, and
So then I said to her,
Barrett, you still there? Barrett? Now the signal's shit out of this thing.
Well,
Must only be one way.
the brewery out in Freeheart Port is setting up a couple barrels. Should be a couple days in.
just like that.
Just like that.
Shit, boys. So, what do you think was you tonight, guys? I don't know, man. I don't know what last time we were sober through a night. Yeah.
I would have offered you some of my bottomless liquor, but it's been turned to juice.
You know, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, Davina.
You know what, boys? It's been a long time since we've gone out on the lake for, a little midnight. What do we say we do a little boat night, eh, guys? Close up for the night. We ain't got stuff not to sell, so why don't we just do a boys' night like we used to? Oh my God, we totally can. We can put our sleeping blankets on the bed, and we can all cuddle up. Oh my God, it'll be so
Right, I
cute.
forgot about them.
Do you guys want some non-alcoholic wine?
Grape juice?
Not just boots.
It's non-alcoholic wine. Let me have this.
Yeah, I will take some of that. Fruity.
Tastes fruity.
It's fruity.
No, I
This guy.
Can't believe I rolled a 1 on the beer. Natural 1. I was
That
like,
sucks.
that is the last of
That's
it.
the last one. The last one. Oh yeah.
So as the taps run dry,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like saunter out of this nanny. As much fun as this is, really.
I'm sorry, guys. I know it's a lot more fun when there's sick going around.
I'm
It doesn't
gonna
affect me any.
go meditate on the beach shore
Okay.
by the Four Lads Pond. Yeah. And
Okay.
just kind of reflect on how pretty much everything here is our fault. That's how it feels, at least. And I'm trying to convince myself that that's not the case, but somehow I can't excuse our place in what's happening to all of these people. And basically just praying to Selma for some kind of absolution of this guilt that I'm feeling.
okay.
That's all.
I mean, I can fix the starving mouths problem.
How?
By getting rid of the mouths?
We'll have
Was that the joke you were making?
I don't know about the rest of you guys. I'm stepping out for the night.
Even if I use
Problem solved,
I was
guys. Problem
counting, and even if I
solved.
used all of my spell slots, I can only do like 170 people.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
just
insane
it. Like,
still, though.
I
That's pretty
understand
great.
that Avondale is the enemy, and Avondale, of course, has created this problem as well. But that does not mean that what our though how this is how I'm feeling. At least
No.
our part is not.
We made a mistake, but we're fixing it.
I think the best thing we could do potentially
Trying
is
to
make
remedy.
sure. Well, maybe we don't have to do this, but we can make it happen. Is maybe I'll do this in character to safeguard the roads. Perhaps take care of that troll problem, or have someone
Well, they have enough
marked
gods.
out to take care of.
Well, they moved all of the army here, so if they
What's left of it?
if they started moving some of the army as support for back and forth commutes,
Might be a good idea.
I can also, when I'm talking to Atanta tonight, I can let her know and make sure that things are going to go right away. That we don't have to wait for the word to get back and then get for them to
That's not a bad
start.
Is
It's a
there
good
an
idea, Barrett.
area of town that is,
Very cool for it.
yeah, like hit a lot hotter than the rest? Like,
The entire outside of the walls. The outer walls,
and how many people would be there?
Probably the lion's share.
500 or so, probably more.
Okay.
How much
I
do
can't
you
do
need to
shit.
eat in a day's portion? Is that 2 pounds?
I can
I
only.
mean,
yeah,
that's to be like
And that's ration.
sufficient,
That's not like
you know.
a proper meal.
It's
Yeah.
you're still probably going to be like, I don't know, I'm hungry later type of thing, but you'll not die.
It was more so to get some nourishment, but I can't even get half of them, so it wouldn't be. Yeah. Okay.
Unless we stayed for a few days.
Unless we stayed for a few days.
Not that I'm suggesting that. I'm just saying.
But also that, I could also get a second chalice made.
So it would probably take them.
But it's up to you. I'm down for whatever.
It'll take them a couple days to muster up the first shipment to bring you, and then travel.
Yeah, Peaches has probably got plenty of overstock at this point.
Yeah. Well, I can get a Tana to in the morning to start making up preparations to send them over stocks of what we might have.
Perhaps fish.
Fish.
They can eat right away.
Yeah.
Get Sten up here. Do some fishing classes.
They have no access to the ocean.
They
Yeah,
they have the
move
the
pond.
Four Lads Pond, but they are trying not to overfish it. Right? It has to sustain itself as well.
If only I was a druid.
That's a cool idea.
What?
Call it Merlin.
Conjure animals or something like that.
And then kill them.
That's fucked up.
I believe when you
Yeah.
do that,
Yeah.
Endless food supply.
might.
I hate that.
I don't know if they're
Dude,
fey
your
or
culture
not.
course ration.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just calling the
just
horse
saying,
ration. I'm
like,
saying
yo,
inviting
we're-
your friends over to kill them.
Horse good.
Rowan, are you willing to do something for us? It's a little questionable, but
Rowan got crazy when we killed a shark. He was like, nah!
It's more questionable than asking about.
Oh, I guess it's not
the.
like.
Do
just
you
come out of
do you
nowhere.
have any fairy friends that you
Things
don't
like
like?
that. Like summon the
'Cause we
fucking
gon'
deer,
kill them.
hit
It's
him
not
on the
like-
nose and stab him. The fuck.
Okay, that's more. So I thought it was just like, yeah, he's a million fish, fucking.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe.
Easy to frame.
I'm a Frank.
Well, with any luck,
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
couple, by this time next week, things will be a little better.
Hopefully.
So what's the plan now?
I think I'm gonna go check out the bathhouse and turn it in for some dinner at the Sheep Saloon.
Yeah.
Oh. Plan is to be up early in the morning to be heading out, right?
The sheep saloon actually doesn't have food, really,
It's just entertainment, right?
Nah.
and drinks.
but that is
We could go to
not
the Wizard
accurate.
Whips
I don't know. I don't know why
They never.
you think
I
that.
don't think they
You
ever.
told me.
They had like snackables.
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah.
have
They had,
like
like, literal-
meals.
yeah.
And then they had a real cunt of a hostess that was
Unless-
like, "Oh, you're looking
yeah.
for food? Then you need to go somewhere else."
I do need to actually.
Yeah, they have snacks.
Classic
snacks.
hostesses.
Bitches.
They had fruit and that was it.
Meal of the day: meat, fruit, vegetables.
Well,
Like
they
a-
didn't have
like a
that last
charcuterie.
day every day.
Chunk,
Like a
of,
charcuterie
chunk of
board.
meat, fruits, and vegetables.
Right, like charcuterie board, exactly.
That's what I pictured.
Bougie.
Shareables, yeah.
Yeah, a charcuterie board while you're
Tapas
drinking and
place.
watching entertainment.
Well, we could go
Charcuterie.
to the Lizard Lips and have a meal, and then
I've never been there.
Yeah, that would be like dinner. Yeah.
The other thing is that
Cute.
the Lizard Lips and the bakery are both on the outer wall, so I don't know what they're.
They might be totally out of everything.
right.
I'm fucked.
The
Plum
Lizard Lips
fucked.
might be eating patrons at the moment.
Certainly less lizards working.
Well, I was
than
gonna say it's probably it might be closed because all the
Lizard
lizards were either sent to the front lines or they escaped.
Liberated.
Liberated
I
lizards.
apologize.
It's different when you work for us.
Lizard for equal.
That's probably my favorite moments.
What about the cave smug? Do they have food there?
No, you guys were there. They don't have food there. It's just a place to drink for soldiers.
Perhaps we may go hunting.
So-
I might hunting for a little bit.
I can just make us.
But you don't know their name, they hit them with their
water
psychic
We have
language.
a
You just see
huge meal in front of us.
Just need to see them.
I can do that again later on.
Yeah.
Barbara, bathhouse.
I
Let's go.
wouldn't mind going to the bathhouse.
Rugrat.
Oh, Ragra. Sorry, I thought you said Rara.
That's what I thought too.
Ragra.
I don't hear the difference.
You're going to the bathhouse?
Or that means cat. Yeah, Ragra. Ragra.
Pick me up on the way.
Who's
I
going to
wanna
the
go
bathhouse, I guess?
too.
I will as well.
Pick me up.
3?
I want to
Yeah.
come.
I go hunting.
4? You're going hunting.
Yeah, me and Archie.
Okay. So it's
like fucking-
1 silver
Archie dies
each of you for a
immediately, yeah.
bath.
I picture like Richie Rich
super
going
easy.
out
Steam.
hunting. Now, what
Yeah,
end
steam
do
room.
I use?
How do I do this? I'm just gonna fly.
If
Is there
you
just a warm
stand
space where I can
next
just
to
lay?
the water and we can heat up the tub as much as possible.
Yes, I would like to. I don't want to get wet. I just
Still
want
1
to be in a
silver.
warm,
Oh, like a
warm
sauna?
place.
Unless you just want to stand next to one of your friends and it'll be plenty warm on the exterior.
Can I pay one of the workers to wash my hair again?
Of course, yeah. Sure.
Just because
Part of the package,
I want
why
to get trampered and I'm just.
Okay. And you're hunting with Archie and
Yep.
Barrett.
Flying above.
I'd probably end up going to the bathhouse as well.
Silver then for a bath if you're taking one.
Someone immediately you're like.
Okay. So,
That'd be fucked up.
for hunting, we'll say
Building a
a
character
survival check
based
for Archie if he's going to be your main eyes.
Correct.
And where are you hunting?
Looking towards the more
There's-
north.
These woods
eastern
here.
woods.
Like
Those
you
woods.
have basically what leads towards the swamp, but isn't quite the swamp. Thickerly here, and then Shadow Woods. They're kind of bleeding on that
Let's go
regard.
into not quite the swamp.
Okay.
So we could grab any lizard folk.
All right.
Archie, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, how I missed you, old boy.
Yeah, I guess I missed you too. You never call.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
It's been a hard time. And I hate
I don't want to
you
see
die.
that bitch
Go
whisper
on.
anyway.
She's not here anymore, actually.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't see you.
Oh, it's a natural 20.
We would see.
Well, I got the eyes, don't I?
You do have the eyes.
What are we looking for?
Preferably deer.
What? Okay.
Or some form of deer.
Doe?
Doe?
Deer?
Venison?
Female deer.
Hopefully not a lizard.
Pit feed? No.
You said it. You said it. Show me pit feed.
I would like to
Throw
hunt
me
the
potato salad.
But they're so
Think that's what
stringy
it's
and
called?
tough.
An Allosaurus? Is that what it is? No.
Yeah.
Smaller than that. What is it? That's a predator, no. What are those dinosaurs that are like grazers that are like a medium sized? They're kind of like a deer, but they're a dinosaur. I don't remember. Goliapoposaurus or
Oh,
something
yeah, I
like
know
that.
what you're talking about.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I could ask my 3-year-old nephew though.
He would
probably
know.
Like they got the
Josh
weird,
would-
like,
would
banana
Josh would for
shaped
sure
kind
know.
of like horn.
Kinda, yeah. They're like a little mini giraffe almost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Like
I know
like
what
actually really close to a
Brontosaur?
Brontosaurus.
an
Those are
ostrich.
huge ones.
It's like a featherless ostrich.
Were they the ones
Oh.
that ate the guy? in
Yeah,
Jurassic
yeah.
Park?
Yeah.
They're all like, "Yes!"
No, not those ones. They're a little bit more. They're taller.
Anyway, there.
Yeah.
See that you find this one creature within the
That's
woods.
one
There's
right there.
a
That's
few
velociraptor.
more away that like Archie's like, I got one that's isolated from the herd. It seems. Should we go in on him?
How far away am I from it?
I would like to hunt a velociraptor.
How far away am I?
Let's call it 100 feet.
That's a real good call. I'm going to raffle him psychic glance it.
Okay, that shit is dead.
Yeah.
Veniosaurus?
I don't know what this is
Oh,
called.
no.
Veniosaurus?
I feel like it's like
the left.
it starts with a G. It's like a Galapagos.
Into the-
Anyway, this shit is dead. Is it just gonna?
Galapagos?
I don't know what you did there, but it's certainly down.
George Tropolopoulos.
All right, now
Flies over. I can't lift it.
help me lift it.
I did. I am.
Oh, damn it.
Only a tiny owl.
Ah,
I'm gonna eat this eye if you're not interested.
no, don't eat the eye. All right, fine, eat the eye. All right. Oh, wait. 1 second. I must research something really quickly.
Sure. I'm just gonna eat the other eye.
You go ahead then, little boy.
No.
He's in the bathhouse.
Bloody hell.
And he's a
How far out was that? How far
Afterwards.
did that take?
Got like cucumbers.
How
over
far
his
out?
head.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are. Fuck. Maybe an hour in. Be like starting to get sort of dark. I mean, it's dark in these woods in general, but you know.
Actually, I will
Edmontosaurus. Those are so many.
fabricate a.
Now that you've killed this creature, how are you gonna get it back?
Like a wagon?
Yeah, I could fabricate a wagon, couldn't I?
Yeah, of course, boss.
All right. Well, let's try it. Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
There's so much Disney copy infringements.
Weird amount of like mechanisms that are involved in creating like wheels and such,
Yeah. Well, what about a series of logs?
and roll it on out. You'll be there for hours, but
It's all right.
we've kind of fallen into a bit of a problem here. Do you have like a? Come on, Magic Man.
Magic man.
Damn it.
You've maybe dragged it like a good meter away from where you killed it, just based on you got all these logs. You're trying to like build this thing, and like I can't make wheels.
Do you have like a tensors floating disc or something?
I've got levitate, but I don't have it prepared, ergo, so I have to use my one little thing, and it only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're not getting it back in 10 minutes.
No.
I act like a fool. Like a damn
Could you chop it up?
I mean, you
Yeah,
could
just
just try your best to drag its ass all the way,
Or
but
butcher
yeah.
it here.
Hell of an
Put it all in the
athletics
bag of
check.
holding.
Actually, you know what? I will do.
Oh, do you
I will
have the bag of
spend-
holding?
I do.
So you could, yeah,
probably
you could chop
I don't
it up
think
into
I would have
bits.
brought the
And,
bag of holding. I think I left it at the thing. What I would have done, what I could do actually, is grab the, and I don't have my knife with me because it's all in the little bag. So I'm going to use a ritual to cast Unseen Servant. And my
okay.
boy's gonna help me glug this thing back. Recast
Lasts for an
it
hour?
every time I have to.
All right.
Come on, old boy.
All right.
What
We'll
is he,
say
unseen cervix? Well, I guess he's unseen.
yeah, it's just invisible. So we'll say it takes you 2 casts then.
Yes.
But I'll still need an athletics check from you.
He's just named Boy, also. That seems to...
Oh boy.
Okay.
Come on, Boy!
We'll give you advantage for the servant, and Archie's helping, but it's not doing shit. He's just tearing skin off with his claws and it came loose again.
It's gonna be just chewed up.
There's drag marks and
It's a 9.
Right. As you're heaving this
Boy.
thing through, it starts to get dark.
I don't care. I'll
And
go all through them.
You're going through. The smell of a dead, rotting animal, however, though, has attracted the attention of at least one creature.
Oh no.
Pithy.
As you hear this kind of like, there's something coming through the trees at maybe 50 feet or so away. You hear this kind of.
Joke.
FIFA?
FIFA?
You see the trees kind of.
Wait, if it's dead, is it considered an object?
Yes.
Sure.
We determined that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Animate objects!
How long does it last?
It lasts a minute.
So you could like ride it and
can
run away.
Oh my god! Think quick! It's only 60 seconds, dude.
60 seconds. Okay.
Dashing.
So
Might be
Dashing
enough to
all the
get-
time.
you begin to sprint away. Wait. How far can animate object move is important?
How much can it move?
Because I do believe it has like a distance, right?
Speed is 30 feet.
Okay, so it's normally, and then okay, so this thing that you're running away from is keeping up with you as you begin to run. You hear it kind of like a bit of sloshing, like.
I will. Go away! Fireball the back
Oh
to
my-
control.
Okay, yeah. What level?
And third.
Yeah, it's a failed save. I'll tell you for free. As you just kind of lob one behind you.
Yeah. Not great. 10, 16, 17,
Getting deja vu of him on top of his dragon.
23.
Okay.
Why not send him your dragon?
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Okay, give them ideas.
You hear this kind of like
It's so much fun.
followed by like the trampling
I know how my
of bushes
dagger.
and plants and things like that, and the like burst of flames. And you hear the sound of this creature running the opposite direction of the fireball.
I think we've done it, old boy. Old boy.
It's as subtle as fucking nothing in your language, is it? Well, come on, let's go, you unseen
Does it just
bastard.
fall limp? Like,
Yeah,
Dead dinosaur.
I'm so loud.
it's hollowed out eyes like eaten out of the socket.
Oh my god. I'm trying to do something nice for people. Come on, old boy, let's get this back.
As you're returning,
beaten carcass.
I know, I was like,
Yeah,
dragging
you
on
can
the
eat.
ground.
you hear this voice in your head. Lucian.
Oh.
Brie, of course. If you're still in town, I'm staying at the keep. If you could find your way into my chambers, I'm sure it would be worth a visit. That's all, toodles.
I'm like, bugging
Dragging this thing out of the woods.
Dinosaur blood all over.
As you're-
I've never been so erect.
So as you get it like towards the edge of town and start dragging it past the guards who are like, you start dragging it through like where the people are and citizens and stuff. And this would be like right around dark, like ninth bell has passed at this point. So you guys would have all had to have been inside the inner keep before ninth bell. As you get to the gates, however, they are closed, and you are outside with the dead carcass. And the guards are like, "Sir, we're gonna have to ask you to remove this dead carcass, please."
Oh, fuck off, man.
It's attracting unwanted birds. Well, hold on now. The man has brought in a fine kill from the day. I think we could. Hey, are you looking to get inside? If we take one of them legs off for ourselves, we'll let you go in.
Just be quick with this. He pulls out the battle axe and chops one of the legs off, and then just kind of stuffs it into his bag.
Could have my daggers back. I would have loved to have done that fucking 40 miles ago.
All right, in you go. Open the gates.
Bloody hell.
Drag this thing a little further. And so anyway, while
Rats are getting it.
So while that was all happening, you guys would have had several hours, of course. Did you enjoy a nice meal? Some entertainment?
That was entertainment enough, yeah.
Sitting in the saloon and just hear the door slam open. You just stop.
Drenched in blood and
That's the
sweat.
most manly you've ever seen Lucian in his entire life.
That's how Lucian sees it.
That's exactly how Lucian
So-
sees it.
Yeah.
Everyone else sees this like decrepit.
If you wouldn't
boy.
mind taking the dead animal off of the floors, and perhaps not in the building at all,
I
actually.
brought dinner.
No.
There's no kitchen here.
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to rooney board here. Don't need that.
I get my
Small meat. It's fine.
Right. Well, bugger me.
It's nice, though, but thank you. Please remove it.
Alright. Well,
Shouldn't have brought it. Took that long to bring it in and stuff like that, right?
Say,
don't speak about it, Barry.
be like near enough to the end of Ariande's set where she just kind of like, I think I'm going to be done for the night. Gives you like a knowing like hi, and then carries on, you know, collecting her tip jar. Steps over the carcass.
You're right, it was awkward.
What?
Sorry, Anna's standing right there. Or is she gone?
Oh, she left, yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll give this to the 4 lads.
But the gates are closed, aren't they?
Good job on
If
the
I help him bring it over there, can we get back in?
In out, in out.
Cost you a little leg.
Wait just my neighbor's dead carcass
Cost me a
outside.
How high are the walls of the keep?
40 feet.
Flyable.
Oh, that's the outer
Not right,
walls.
I'm
The keep walls, I think, are
Fly.
40 feet, actually, yeah. And then,
No, outer walls, not inner walls.
yeah, the outer walls, 40 feet, I believe. Jesus. Man, I don't know.
think I
It's
can get
crazy.
over. If I'm standing on the wall and you throw it up 10 feet, I might be able to catch it with the levitation.
Lug it.
And levitate it over the wall.
We'll just let you guys go through.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much
be quick.
appreciado.
If they're like, how are we gonna cook this thing? Without anybody else knowing.
I'll help Lucian to drag it to the 4 lads.
Okay.
Grab a pinky.
There's nobody actually there because they're actually out on the lake
That's
having
fine.
a
We'll just leave it
sleepover
on
on
the
the lake.
front
Front doorstep.
Just leave her on the doorstep.
Write a little
yeah.
note.
In its blood.
Please eat this.
Please use that.
It'll be covered in flies and insects in the morning. It'll be
Very
great.
much to me.
Alright, well. Are you coming to the saloon?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Precipitation.
Oh, great. Could you do me too?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So as like bar closes down, tables kind of close down, the owner's kind of like, all right, well, if you need anything else, you'll have to wait till morning. Good night to all of you. Pleasant dreams.
I go upstairs and start putting lavender oil on my belly because I don't want stretch marks.
Where'd you get that from?
Probably a panda.
I
Sure.
may have stolen it
That's
from-
actually quite reasonable.
I may have stolen. Yeah.
It's lavender, of course.
We have those like little like when
And
you
I
go to
send
salon
guys
and have
a
like those hair products and stuff.
Okay.
I did have an
Being
overabundance of lavender at the wedding.
Dude, I love that.
Made it to Castle Avondale. We found your book. I don't know how to get it to you. Missing you lots.
He's burned.
Love, Davina.
It's a warlock wizard spell.
Ah, so good to hear.
5.
It's a word in this.
You may give it to me in person when you return.
Missy lots. Kisses. Do I have 5 more?
I wasn't counting. You were.
I think that's it. Okay.
I think you have 5 more. Usually you do like one hand, then the other hand, then this hand, then
And
this
then the
hand.
last, yeah.
So it's very weird how you count, honestly.
It's inconsistent also, so it's not good. Anyway, that's plenty. That's
These
fine.
two.
Am I done?
Yeah, that's about 20.
Yeah, 20 minutes. Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna spend I'm gonna go up to my room. I'm gonna spend about an hour or so writing, and then settle down to kind of cast dreams, go into the dream with Atanda, and I'm gonna lay out everything for her what happened today, so she can get the ball rolling on.
Okay, yeah. Awesome.
Does my room have a window?
Yeah,
Marvelous.
these are nice rooms.
I will
Windows and everything.
cast greater invisibility on myself and fly out the window to go up to the top of the castle.
Ooh. Sneaking away from his parents?
Yeah.
I didn't have greater visibility when I flew around.
Alright, so flying up, you would be able, like, there's no actual windows on hers. However, you have been in this castle. You know that there are outer walls that lead to the interior, travel upstairs through the door. So that is the path which you must take. So, being invisible, there are guards, but I'll still require some stealth checks to get through. So, to get, like, landing down on the outer walls, assumingly, and getting through the door unnoticed,
Yeah.
advantage because you're invisible. And there's a guard like maybe 5 feet from you while you're doing this. As you kind of pass over,
That's good.
floating through the air, you see him just blissfully unaware of your presence, looking off into the sky. kind of
24 on the first stop.
Like you. Pays no mind.
Going down the
You're in the hallway. So traveling down through this little area, up this staircase, and bringing you back up into this room, where Damafi's not there actually currently. It's a gentleman sitting at the table. I don't know if you've ever met him, but he's a knight of Avondale, very clearly. Leaning on one shoulder, just kind of book in front of him, just very lightly reading, kind of lit candle on the table. Stealth check.
This is oddly familiar to another
I know.
This is how I
Now,
figured
history
it.
does repeat itself.
Except he was invited this time.
and not pretending to be
dirty 20.
Damafi.
Okay, you make it across the room. You see the flame kind of flicker for a moment as you, like the wind of you passing through just kind of moves it. You gotta, flips another page. Ooh. Turn the book.
Turn the knob. Is it like a...
It does not budge at the moment.
I will slip.
Cast second glance. She'll know you're there.
Rothalum's Lance!
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
We fucking need a name.
I will actually put my finger, like, bend down towards the crack in the door and cast prestidigitation and make a little mark on the floor up here.
Okay.
And I can make... It's for an hour.
Nat 20 on the perception.
Just
As you hear this kind of very, very subtle, like,
Outside? Yeah, I wondered. Yeah.
before the door kind of like creaks open, you see her, like, well, as Marcia. Oh, hi. Hi, Krios. Just checking. Good night. Closes the door as you slip in, assumedly.
No.
Motion?
Hello, Brie.
Are you in here?
Wouldn't you like to know?
She slides some garments off of her shoulder.
I will peel back
Is she still as
the
Princess
bedding.
Marcia?
No, she transforms.
Oh. I hate
As like the door closes, her like form changes to her blue form.
this.
And as you like pull the blankets over, she kind of sees it and she just, well, I'm glad you made it.
That's pretty precise words. I was tracking you again.
Is there like candles in that area?
There's a roaring
No,
fire,
actually, just like
candelabras.
It's hot.
shit. Fuck. Ah.
You take damage, go invisible.
Ooh. Oh.
You're naked.
Close your eyes.
You've been naked the whole time since you like left his room.
She comes over and kind of crawls up on the bed and on her like knees and like hands between her thighs, kind of like, I need to apologize.
It would be easier if you don't see my face.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
There he is.
Are you still
I'll put
invisible now?
myself- Yeah.
There you are.
Hello, Brie.
I'm sorry I tried to kill you. It wasn't me. You know it wasn't me.
I know.
I mean it.
I've seen some horrid things on this island. Not that I'm used to it, but I don't hold you accountable for it. I know it was not yourself.
I've never had anyone in my mind before I did it. I just thank you for being cool with
That's
it.
what they call me, is Cool Lucian.
And there it goes.
Anyway, I'm sorry, and I thought maybe I could try to make it up to you.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, that.
Well.
Pushes you down.
Oh.
Fade to black.
The dagger in
Stop.
Now the question is, are you staying until the morning, or are you trying to slip out in the night?
I'll stay till morning. Maybe
Okay.
she might be able to make a distraction.
Okay. So the rest of you guys sleep yourselves through the night,
I do sleep myself through the night.
as you do. And the morning sun does rise on the first Sunday of Kappa. As we enter the fall or so.
The fall of Mora.
As you kind of, it's hard to tell, of course, but it's both wake, and she kind of, it's morning.
Do you have things to do this morning?
Nope, I don't have anything to do ever. Oh shit! No, I already did it.
That's fascinating. I do believe I'm
Um,
more of a tight schedule, though, unfortunately.
It's gonna be a bit awkward to get out of here, but if you can make yourself unseen, I can.
If you might be able to prop the door open for me, I feel like I might be able to get myself out.
Thank you.
No problem. Putting on my pants. This was nice.
Oh, so
So-
you're not naked underneath the ropes?
So if you're using,
I'm a never-
It's not like
assuming you're using greater invisibility again.
Yes, after a long rest?
Yes.
Yes.
Get all those smells back from the tents.
From the fucking...
So we'll
Stupid
just do
dino.
the one stealth check. She's gonna try and do a little bit of distracting. So
Good
we'll just do
gal.
one stealth check for the sake of it, and at advantage rather, because you are invisible.
I have the dagger, 24 is my number.
So she kind of opens up the door. Kratos. Oh, Damafi. Good morning. I've been feeling super ill, and
Squeeze your butt on my way out.
yeah. What? See what I mean? Just fucking son of a bitch. Anyway, so she chatting up with Damafi as you slip down the staircase, out the door, and off the balcony. As you fly through the air and back to this saloon.
Back, Peter Pan my way
Through the
back
window. The curtains close behind you. Kind of
Dude, it's so much easier than the last time you did that.
So much easier.
That was
Amazing
really
with being
Great
like
escape.
double the amount of levels higher. More so, actually. You're like 3 times as high. You were like level 4 last time you guys were here.
I just learned like disguise self. That's all I had getting me
You're
through.
Romanius.
Yeah, I was like, getting smoked and
Return to the rest of the group, however, as you
It's
guys
much more
are
intense than all that.
setting yourselves up for whatever for the day.
What do we have to do?
I have to get my chalice.
Yep, easily done.
I let Attenda know about the trade lines opening up last night.
Wonderful.
So she should be able to start setting provisions.
Sure sounds like we're done here.
And then
Does.
Lego.
Do we need any rations, kegs of oil, or anything?
I stocked up before we left Freeheart.
I don't think these people have any to spare anyway.
Right.
what about,
Oh, yeah, should
what
we
about
go
the
through?
dinosaur that you brought back?
Oh, that I gave it to
We
the
dropped
four
it
lads.
off.
Yes.
Looked like a real clean kill.
It started that way.
It was initially.
It was a very clean kill,
I just imagine
arguably.
like you telling me the story as we carried it back, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh.
And then looking at it like chewed up.
Do we get our weapons at the wall without issue?
No hassle. Yeah.
Amazing.
Alright.
How many rations would we have gone through on our travels here?
2 each on the way to Castle Avondale if you're eating food.
So two.
We like to do
two
that
day,
every
two
day.
each a day.
No, just 2 per. You
per
traveled 2
I got you.
days,
Yeah, fair enough. Let's see, one day.
And then the 3rd day, you guys ate at Castle Avondale, so no
That's
problem.
okay. We can hunt while we're going.
Just keep track.
Yeah, or I could just level up to 15 and I'll never have to eat again.
That's pretty dope.
Well, we'll see.
I've leveled up to 15 right now.
You're not leveling up to
It's like
50. You
pretty
leveled up
sneaky stuff.
like a week ago or
With
something.
a level up.
It's my mug thing.
Oh, nice.
When I'm level, I get timeless body.
What are you guys, 12,
It's
13?
my
I can't.
I don't have to like sleep.
I don't know.
I don't even know, man.
13.
I'm strong, though. I know that.
Temple.
My body is
13's a big one.
It says 11 here. Are we level 11?
You're level 12.
Okay, thank you.
It says 11 here.
So, if there's any other business in city, though,
No?
you guys got everything you need?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that's best time.
We're leaving out of the west gate.
Okay.
What direction are we heading?
Or I guess there's only one gate.
There's actually 2, but anyway.
We didn't talk about this.
Southeast Gate. Heading out.
Maybe I should go prestidigitation this, I guess. Whatever the fuck that thing was before.
It's probably
I
rotting.
hope it's not there anymore.
Yeah, if you go by the 4 lads, they would have come in at some point during the morning, and you just see like the streak of blood like, through an open door, and like on the countertop, you see the 2 guys that are just covered in blood, like Torgus and Pickle, and you hear Jimmy in the back.
1 second.
Oh my god, you guys, this is so gonna be great. Trust me, once we broil it down, make it clean, it'll be great, guys.
Clean it really quickly. Now, just a little.
Please, bro. I am like caked in blood.
Yeah. Prestidigitation, the whole
Looks
damn
badass.
scene.
Hey!
My blood.
Do you want to do the bedrooms upstairs before you go?
Lucian,
Free pint?
we've got to get going.
Would there be if I had one, yeah.
Way to feel me like guts. Right. Right. On you next time I'm in town.
I mean, you can check the King's
I
Mug.
thought you
They've
were
always got ale there. I've never heard
No,
them running out.
no, it's fine.
But you know,
I'll go do the bits.
it's not as cool.
Oh,
It'll take 30 seconds.
we're leaving.
Little house. I'm already walking.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, Sky. Just jump out to the roof. Rocket out the roof.
Find one
Try with the ceiling. Yeah.
Put in a moon roof.
So as you guys are gathering yourselves, going to the stables, collecting your horses.
Yes.
All right.
Maybe getting
Fodder.
some food for them to go.
Yeah. However, I mean,
Fucking hey, hope so.
The stables. Like, what do they have? Would they have?
yeah, they
takeaway
can
stuff?
sell supplies to you guys for sure. You also
guys
need somewhere to
to go
put
to
them.
those?
They can sell you like saddlebags potentially that will carry some food, but
Okay.
feed per day per horse is 5 copper, and then they do like to drink water, typically, as animals do. But that is up to you guys.
Can we
So how many days should I buy?
get a wagon?
If you like, yeah.
Ditch the wagon.
There
I don't think we need
is
one, no.
a package deal for a wagon that is carriage with 2 bit and bridle, 2 draft horses for 320 gold pieces, has 10 days of feed, and a full barrel of water with it.
Oh, that sounds great.
That sounds-
Let's get the combo
But
deal.
we don't need the horses, though. We don't need the horses that it comes with.
All right,
All
it'll
the wagon.
take 100 gold pieces
Oh.
off the top,
Can't
so
we
it'll
just use
be.
our horses for that?
Yeah, why not?
You could, yeah.
We're going to be going at that
We
way.
just attach
And
all
I'll just-
6 to the thing.
Right, and I'll just...
What do you hang up
Right,
the
can we
thing?
attach all 6 to the thing?
You don't have.
I mean, if you bought more bit and bridles, you could, yeah.
But also we can just attach 2, whoever's to be
Yeah.
attached. They
I
just
don't
ride
need
in the
one.
wagon.
I can, yeah,
You can fly.
exactly.
Bring your little way.
You can fly, you can fly.
It's all coming back. Baby.
It's all coming back. You ready?
Alright. It's a cart.
Anyway, that's all I got.
A full covered wagon.
This would be a little more of a covered
You
wagon.
take mine.
Yeah.
Look ration up.
I just actually
ration
don't
up.
have that yet in terms of modeling.
I'm more aware
Other
of
than
it so that I can eat
the
'em.
really nice one that I do
You can
have,
fly.
but it really doesn't fit this as well. So anyway, if you are hooking up all 6, you'll need to buy 4 more bit and
So I
bridles.
think we're
No, we'll just do
just going to
now.
replace our horses with the 2
Okay, so you'll save 100 gold, so it'll be 220 then.
Okay, I put 100 down.
I can put 100 in.
How much was it? 250?
Well, you 3 paid the ridiculous price for the...
Yeah, but I can put in some money.
For-
I'll
for
put
the-
120 in.
120?
I'm going to put 100.
Okay.
Done,
So,
paid for.
Easy. Love it.
Nice when you guys have money.
We're on the road.
So that has 10 days of feed, as in 10 days of feed for like
The
All
2
horses?
horses. The 2
Just the
horses.
2
We
horses.
should buy some more.
2 horses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so we should buy some more feed. Yeah.
that's fine.
Was what copper a day per horse?
5 copper.
Okay, so we'll
Yeah,
buy 10
one-
days for both of them.
So
for your own,
basically,
Yeah.
each horse would be, or pardon me, each day would be 30 copper.
Well,
For
you
all
don't
of your
owe any
horses?
money.
Yeah.
You're good, because you already bought your feed for your
So
horse.
that's
technically.
what? 3 silver,
3 silver.
which is 0.3 gold.
Okay,
So
3
3
silver.
gold, 1 gold, or 3 gold will get us 10 days.
Great. 10 days should be
3
plenty, I
gold
would
is
imagine.
10
right?
days?
3 gold is 10 days.
Plus what you already
Or 10
have.
Yeah, for everybody.
So everyone has 10 days for their...
Yeah, if the horse
And you're just
survives,
loading all of those supplies onto the cart.
Amazing.
How much you want to bet that our food outlasts the
Wagon.
horses?
We'll see.
Wow, way to be hopeful.
The horses are like,
Way to be helpful.
Thanks.
yeah, they're not as imperceptive as.
Don't worry, I'll see you in
Okay.
tributary.
Stop scaring the horses.
One horse who's like the god around the cart.
Yeah, turd. Turret.
Turd.
You do you, buddy.
It sounds so similar.
Well, I called him turd, and then I think Lucian was like, don't call him turd, call him turd. And I was like, yeah, sure, okay, fuck yeah.
Turd. Turd. Turd.
Turd or turret.
Turd. Turd. You don't mind something different.
Turd it.
Turn it. That's the
Turnip?
world.
Isn't one turnip?
I give him a little...
I like
I
Gaston.
get a little scruff around the ear, you know? He's probably like, what, 5, 6 times the size I am?
Okay.
10. It's a war horse.
Alright.
I think it's huge.
Like that.
Okay, so as you guys purchase a little wagon, load things up for the day, say it's still probably maybe a big 10 or 11 by this time, like you'll hear third bell going. As you guys are beginning to make your way out of town.
Yes. Just keep riding west until actually you see the hex map.
The furthest west we'll ever go.
So, as
blue shield.
1, 2, oh, this is really just 1, 2.
We're moving north.
So-
We've
Never
moved this.
done this before.
Never gone north.
What do the trees look like? Are they different than the other trees?
Does the grass taste different?
Oh, man.
I know.
Okay, so
Underhill.
as you guys,
Bashir.
We did some weird shit for Bashir.
yeah, is Bashir like being let out every now and then? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think she would be more so in like the woods and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, well,
She's
we're on
not
the
being
road.
neglected into the point where she's not going to die from like,
No.
not eating.
No.
But while you're traveling, is she being allowed out as well?
She can like hang out in the carriage.
Yeah.
Okay, great. She's all about being freed from the cage as long as it's safe outside. Although she seems to be like becoming quite accustomed to being safe and secure in that pocket realm because she spent quite a bit of time in there over the last like weeks, and every time she comes out, she's kind of like,
It's okay. Here's some meat. Chuck some meat.
she's starting to get like a bit of like her scales are starting to look
Yeah.
like shinier and fuller, and her complexion is looking a lot like sturdier, and she's starting to look healthy.
Looking good, Dragon Lady.
Yeah.
I would assume I would have grabbed some.
How you feeling, Fisher?
Well, she rocked good.
Excellent. Have you been practicing prestidigitation?
No.
No. Okay. That's cool.
Do you want me to show,
Bashira's power.
do you want me to show you something?
We've
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand to kind of give her pets.
I don't like to be touched either. If you don't like to be touched, you can just say so.
Exactly.
This is not touch.
What is it?
Magic.
Yeah, that's true.
Barrett has magic touch.
That's what the Santa tells me.
Oh my god.
No, stop
I
it.
roll.
So, as you guys begin down this path, kind of curling around the like cliffside that separates the upper portion of Castle Avondale from like the road that heads down into the swamp and then around. For the first time ever, you guys begin heading west down this road towards the Shadow Woods. You see a large, dense jungle that is thick and appearing difficult to traverse as the road has been carved through this area and is generally, as you've noted, they're not necessarily recommended to travel down. As you begin to pass into them, leaving the empty road and the kind of cleared area of trees that have been harvested down and left as stumps behind, the path begins to darken. Though it is day, it begins to darken to the point where it is nearly night and
Shadow.
confining. The trees are tall. The canopy shelters all but a few sparse patches. And a haze blinds you and carries on the heat and the moisture of the forest with it. A quiet uneasiness lingers upon the hefty air, swallowing even the sound of your own footsteps as they fall along the narrow path. Kushagra. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. That one!
But that's automatically a 10 plus 13. No, plus 10. That's a 20 or a 26.
Oh, for a nat one.
Yes.
That's
26 is good.
Okay.
As you guys begin into the woods, like a few hours as the day continues by, Kushagra, you
Get rid of that shit.
like clopping along on the horse or what have you, is you begin to see what look like small pink, like a psionic energy, like foot pads along the path.
Tracks.
You see like tracks, but they aren't. They're like the energy that you manifest. They have a similar look. You see them along the path you walk, drifting off into the forest itself.
Interesting. I'm gonna take note of that. And, like they veer off and cut into the forest.
Yeah,
Whereabouts are we?
you guys would only just barely be venturing in right
Okay.
here.
Is
And
it
it's going
going left or right?
Left.
towards the mountains. Like mountain.
Towards the rest of the Shadow Woods.
Barrett, did you see anything over there? I'm just gonna like
Does
nod
my
head in that
true sight
direction.
pick up on that as well?
See nothing.
No, I don't see anything.
Must see.
What are you seeing?
That must be tricks. I'm playing tricks on my mind. I'm just tired, I guess. It's nothing.
What are you seeing?
Just footsteps. You don't see anything?
No.
Well, you see everything, so if you're not seeing anything, there's nothing there.
It makes me a little more worried, actually.
I'm sure it's fine. Just keep your eyes out. We're in uncharted territory here. For us, anyway.
I'm gonna pull out Moonshot. I'm gonna start playing Counter Charm just in case.
Okay.
So
Spell?
You can do that.
no, it's just as an action I can perform, and any friendly creature within 30 feet has advantage on saving throws on frightened or trick.
And it just goes until you stop?
Until yeah.
All right. So you start playing through the woods. As you find your melody, like normally that sound would kind of bounce off things and eventually kind of find its way back to you, and you would find it like filling the space as you walk. It's weird. It's like it's being suffocated by the forest itself as your strings kind of pluck. You feel that the reverberation is almost being like stunted and dampened. As you continue down the path for several more hours, or maybe not hours, I guess because you're on horses. Eventually, this map is a slightly bad example for the sake of this exact demonstration. Blech.
John?
What was that? My boy.
Oh wait, this is the same map. Anyway, there is a fort there underneath this, but as you guys begin down, you see like a kind of raised area to your left where the elevation changes semi-rapidly, and you see a little bit of clearing where there is a very narrow path that kind of scissors back and forth upwards towards a very small but like stoutly built like defensive keep. Dark within these woods. It's still underneath most of the canopy of where you see like the tall walls disappear beyond the canopy, and you see like this looming, gaping, open entrance with the gate open still. You see no signs of individuals like around the current area at the moment as you guys kind of like coming up to this as you're riding.
Are there any footprints?
Roll me perception check.
Are we stopping in or are we passing by?
Oh, what time is it?
Hard to tell as it's night.
That's
Roll me
an
a survival
11.
check. You see no footprints.
I too would be interested in seeing if it's
Let's see here.
what time it is.
Can I roll advantage?
Me and Tim are hypothesizing like the sun's just
1
there.
hour? Sure. I'll allow that, yeah.
That's
Much
better.
better.
16!
6.
Let's go, baby.
You're, like, based on,
What time is it left?
yeah, and how tired you're kind of feeling, you're feeling like you've been on the road for maybe 6 or 7 hours. So,
It could
somewhere,
be like 6 p.m., 7 p.m.
yeah, somewhere, no, not that late, but somewhere in the area of like 4 or 5. Yeah.
Oh,
Do I hear anything coming from around?
No, the woods are deadly silent, other than the sounds of your own horses, yourselves.
It's not that late in the day, but we are going to need somewhere to stay. And
It might be a good idea to sleep in a bed as many times as we can before
exactly.
we don't have that option anymore.
See what may be called a bed in this.
Yeah, let's just go check it out.
Is there a gate?
chances are that
or,
this is
Yeah,
having
that's
to
like a
pull
big
from here.
opening, like,
There is a
wall
gate
right,
entrance.
basically.
It's just not closed. The gate is like an iron gate that's usually clapped shut. It's maybe 90% the way up, and like the walls itself are tall, but the keep itself is quite small and tight, like smaller than the one that you guys were staying at over the bridge, like near the bridge. It's smaller and taller almost.
I guess if you can't answer this, then until we get closer, then that's fine. But you're saying there's no like it doesn't look like there's any presence of people here.
No, it doesn't
Does it-
appear to be.
But does it look more like it's been abandoned, or is it just that it's not guarded?
It just seems unguarded right now.
Is it Avondale?
I can vamp Archie into existence.
I would say based on like your guys' experience with Avondalian architecture, this certainly is Avondalian built.
I'd like to establish my link for the day with everybody but Tim.
Okay.
Got 8 hours on that one.
Perfect. I will vamp Archie in.
Okay.
Archie, I do need you for another moment. Could you please go ahead and scout up ahead through that palisade up there?
Oh.
Go fly high. Fly high and away from any kind of...
Yeah,
danger.
definitely high. Where is up from here? God, this maze solution. All right.
Keep an eye on it. See if there's any movement inside.
Roll perception check.
Doesn't get any lower than that, people.
1 and a 2. It's a 5 total.
He reports back.
Oh, I didn't want to get too close. The walls are clear. No, I can't see anything inside. We should probably just move on.
That's fair.
Or whatever. Seems safe.
Do you want to go back into your little dimension?
Unless you got a tasty mouse for me, yeah?
No mouse.
This is the longest
Little feathers.
he's survived outside.
Literally.
I'll send you your dual death.
Oh, you survived. Well, look at that.
Hey, look at that.
Can't be that much trouble up ahead. You survived.
The horse is kind of like,
Should...
Let's go in.
Sure.
you guys are going in?
No.
Okay, what are you doing with the horses?
Is there anywhere we can tie them up? Anywhere
Plenty of trees, yeah. You can rustle them up.
Inside or trees outside?
Or everywhere, really.
Tie
Probably
them
not
up
inside the
outside
keep
first.
itself.
Okay.
Just trying
It's
to
like
get us.
zigzag things,
Yeah.
like up
It's a little switchback path that ends up heading up a hill, maybe 40 feet up,
Oh, okay.
before you're
Then
at
that's
the
fine.
entrance of this little keep.
And I'm happy to tie them up at the bottom of that little 40 feet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the entrance path, basically. If it was like a driveway, it would be the end of the driveway.
Right, okay.
As much as I dislike splitting up, I think that this might be a good time to not leave our horses unattended.
I agree.
Maybe just a small group goes forward just to make sure everything is
Hang on.
kosher.
John!
Well, now they definitely know we're here. I guess we weren't being quiet before.
Trees kind of like maybe 10 minutes or so go by before like lizards just start coming out.
What horses?
Don't eat the horses.
I didn't say eat the horses.
Don't watch.
I don't eat the horses.
You what? You what?
She said, yeah, let's get the bones and then look what happened.
You two uproot. You back
Do
there.
they have
Starts like
a,
issuing orders out.
do they have a means of raising an alarm?
What I just did.
Ooh, junk here.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
Okay.
With how muted my playing was, I don't know how well we'll be able to hear it, depending on where we are.
It's not a big keep.
Yeah, but when I was playing on the way here, everything felt muted.
I mean, Shonk was able to hear Roosk yelling, so
Maybe play louder next time.
Everyone's
Simple
afraid.
fix.
Like, everyone's like,
noise.
I get no respect.
let's be cautious. Something doesn't seem right here.
Definitely not.
Yeah, spooky.
So are we...
Yeah, am I like in spooky vibes being like?
What's your monkey sense?
Yeah,
Monk
I'm
and
like-
key? No, monk.
Key.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, I like to
Thank you.
I would like to be checking for traps as we make our way closer.
That is a brilliant idea.
Okay. You roll me a perception check as you guys make your approach. If you're going to be checking for traps, are you in the front then?
I guess, yeah.
Checking for traps from the back is just
Yeah, I know.
not effective.
still pregnant.
It'd be too late.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I'm just keeping my eye out for stuff
Okay,
that's
never
like
mind.
What?
gleam that might other people might
Kaboom.
not see.
Yeah,
Kind of like
literally.
keeping an eye around.
Okay, gotcha.
You're also the cleric.
Should I?
We can check.
Okay.
If she goes down, I can bring her back.
I will cast guidance then on that to help.
Perception check for traps.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're in front? Davina behind you?
Yes. Not you. Nor you.
Not you, you.
Yeah, the path itself is like only wide enough for you guys to go one by one, basically. It's just a
plus
little.
4 plus a d4. We're gonna do 19. For the power.
Power of love.
Okay. 10 plus 6, 16.
Did you roll the?
Oh, I rolled it.
Okay.
16? Okay.
Yeah.
So Lucian in the front, you guys begin to make your way up the path as he's keeping his eyes as sharply to the ground and the surroundings in search of things that might cause you harm on your path up. Barrett keeping an eye on the extremities, looking for things out of place. as you guys make your way up. Lucian, you see no traps on your way as you guys find your way to the top and standing at the entrance as you look out into this very small courtyard. The light from the sun kind of beaming down a little bit through as you guys have kind of come up a bit higher, and it's exposed to the sunlight. You see it kind of like lighting up this whole central area at the moment. It seems warm in the sunlight outside of the shadow that you're currently standing in the kind of entrance. And you see like the doors that lead into the inner keep maybe 20 feet away from this small little courtyard that's in front. As you look in though, you see several skeletons on the ground. A humanoid. You see about 3 completely like down to the bone. Weapons and armor still on their skeleton bodies. See the like shields of the nation.
Any sign of struggle, or does it seem like they were there and decayed where they sat? Essentially?
If you would like to go in and begin to inspect them, I'll need a medicine check from you.
Everybody, let's use telecoms. It's fan out. Be careful.
Medicine? +3. 20.
Oh,
so
nice.
23.
Okay. From what you can tell, like you look over the bodies and you see that the skeletal like hands are still as tightly as a skeleton could be, gripping of the instruments that they were holding. You see the mouths are open on all of them as if they were screaming when they died. They certainly didn't look like they were in a comfortable state when they passed.
There's no like bite marks on their bones or anything like that?
Nothing like that, no.
Any scorch marks or anything around? Nothing burned?
No.
I'm getting like banshee ghost vibes, if I'm telling you right now. That's
I'm not seeing any type of attack wounds or anything. They're still in and holding their arms and armor and have a terrified look on the face, as much of a skeleton they can have.
I'd like to cast Eyes of the Grave.
Okay.
Channel divinity, it's not a spell. That's what was for.
Yes.
It's not a spell, it's a true channel
You see no
Yeah.
ghosts
So
or
within 60 feet?
undead or anything like that at the moment.
No? Okay.
Technically, Barrett can
Barrett
see
would be
that
able to see
all the
them.
time anyways.
Oh, right, okay.
I was gonna ask if you were able to see anything.
True sense.
Yeah, he can see into the ethereal plane, which would allow him to see creatures that are existing in that regard.
It's a little different because he can just see things, but she can tell if they are a fiend or a
Yes, yeah.
thing.
Like, for example, I mean,
It's like an
if you were doing that and Felgoth was disguised as Barrett, you would be able to tell that was Felgoth,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
example. Yeah.
Okay.
Should we continue forward?
I agree. I think we should.
Yeah, I don't like this place at all.
Yeah, I'm getting the vibes. So I'm gonna go full crystal body.
Oh, sorry. I got spooked.
It's okay. Most spoke do.
You hear
Now you
yell
can
from
speak
the
to us telepathically, right?
like carts.
Boss!
Back, poke my head down.
Something!
Why?
Shadow!
Okay, let's go back to the horses.
You hear this kind of like,
Let's go.
Shadows are scary.
I'm sprinting.
Yeah.
Me too.
and that is where we will end our session for tonight.
Spooky cliffhanger.
Kind of. Tell about.
Mini-World Masters Heart of Mora is recorded in Chibuktuk, in Mi'kmahi, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. This territory is covered by the Treaties of Peace and Friendship, which recognizes Mi'kmaq and Wolastoqiyik title and establishes rules for what is to be an ongoing relationship between nations. We are all treaty people, and proudly support working and cooperating together to create a peaceful community where we can all live our best adventure.